are the real deal. So put us to the test. Here's something you should hear. Two guys that are true. What they say is so sincere. What the problem is, they don't have a clue.
Welcome everyone to Appomattox. Oh, at Appomattox, I don't have a clue, but
we don't have a clue. Okay.
We are at Appomattox County High School, historic Appomattox. Right, the cheerleaders behind us, and Doug, I'm gonna tell you, these young ladies are good. They got these cue cards they go over. They practice one time and they get it right.
And I thought they should have got it on their practice session.
Well, I've told a few of them that are freshmen and sophomore. They go right to their senior year now. If they can get through this, they can get through anything.
Yeah, I know.
But tonight, the Lakester and the Dandy One and the AliveTV crew on Shentel Cable will be bringing you the Dan River Wildcats and the Raiders of Appomattox. Second round playoff action, Doug.
Exactly.
This has the potential to be a good game.
It has the potential to be a real good game. These two teams met back in October. The Raiders came out 35-7 in a game that got called at the 11:34 mark of the third quarter.
Because of?
Thunderstorms.
We had short sleeve shirts on and shorts, folks. And look at us tonight. Everybody's wrapped up. It looks like it's going to have a snowstorm.
And they tell me there's heat in the press box.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. But then again, he doesn't have a clue, so he really doesn't know.
That's right.
Hey, we'll come back. We'll talk more about our game tonight between the Wildcats and the Raiders. But first, as always, do the cheerleaders have a clue? Let's find out. Ladies, who's going to win tonight?
Raiders! Let's go! Let's go!
You must see the fabulous selections from Penelope. Visit one of our locations today for yourself or for someone dear to you. Appomattox Glass and Storefront, located at 329 Harold Street in Appomattox, supports the Appomattox Raiders. Go Raiders! United Country Jim Nolan Real Estate, for all your residential, commercial, historical, land, and estates. Spout Springs Ruatan Club is located on Route 460 in Spout Springs and is a proud sponsor of the Appomattox Raiders.
Everyone, and welcome back to Appomattox County High School. Jimmy the Lakes and the Dandy One, Doug Marshall, and Danny, the cheerleaders had it right. They said we didn't have a clue, but you know, I think the producer and the scriptwriter, I'm not sure they have a clue either.
I'm not sure either, but anyway, I know the scriptwriter in particular.
No doubt about that. Folks got it.
Well, that was book number 4, wasn't it?
At least.
At least.
We got a great game here tonight. The Dan River Wildcats coming in from the Dogwood District against the Appomattox Raiders from the Dogwood District. They played each other before, as we said, back in October. That game, Doug, 3 plays, and the Raiders had 14 points. A snap by Dan River over the punter's head, and then they blocked the punt, and 3 plays later, they were in the end zone. It was 14-0, the Raiders, and Dan River could never recover.
Dan River never recovered. They never got going that night. Philip Fleshman scored 3 times in the first half. Dan River did get a touchdown. It was 28-7 at halftime. Raiders came out, open possession in the second half, scored, and then we had thunder, lightning, rain, and it just washed everything out. Everything was called, and because the Raiders up at 35-7, I mean, it was pretty much a done deal.
Absolutely, and so it was called after that. And you know, Dan River, they had some momentum, and they were working the ball up the middle, and it was working for them. And I tell you what, Doug, we'll go and talk to Doug Smith right now, the coach for the Raiders, see what he has to say about that. Check his interview out. Coach Doug Smith of the Appomattox Raiders. Coach, how you doing tonight?
Doing great, doing wonderful.
Got that first win under your belt last Saturday against Lee High School. They, you know, you beat them 57-7, but they have a quality football team. And tonight, the Dan River Wildcats coming in. The last time you guys played, a lot warmer.
Yep.
We had lightning and thunder. You guys had a substantial lead with about 11 minutes left in the third quarter when they called the game, and then we had a lot of rain after that anyway. But Dan River's going to be ready tonight, don't you think?
I would think so. I think their motivation would be, we didn't get to finish the game. We got to finish it tonight. Well, that's our motivation too. We didn't get to finish the game, and our kids did want to finish that game that night. So our motivation is probably like theirs. They want to play a complete game.
In that Dan River game, they did have some success going right up the middle. They got a big front line. What have you got to do to stop that tonight?
We've got to be physical. They're a very power-oriented team. They like to smash mouth right up front, base blocking. They're very good at fundamentals, and so they like to get 4, 5, 6 yards of carry and chew the clock up. They want the clock, and last time we played them, we were very fortunate. We had some good special team plays, and then that helped us. That gave us a little bit of momentum. Without those, and they're driving the ball, it could be a lot closer.
Three plays, and you had 14 points the last time. Snap over the punter's head, and then the punter couldn't get the punt off. I mean, that was a great start for the Raiders. And, special teams have done great this year for the Raiders. Probably the best special teams I've seen for the Raiders in quite some time.
Yeah. Well, from the beginning of the year, our coaches were very dedicated to doing a great job on special teams. They make sure and they hold me to our schedule that we put in a good 20 to 30 minutes a day on just special teams. And so it's been paying off. The kids are learning a lot. The backups know as much as the first team. So when we got to put somebody in, they're just as good. And so it's really helped us out. It's a big part of the game. We say defense, special teams, and offense.
Well, Coach, I hope the Raiders keep winning. Not saying anything about Dan River. This Raider football team has brought this community together. Appomattox has had a lot of stuff that's happened over the last few months, and this is something that's really brought this community together. This team, these guys, they're good. You have good character. That's because of you and your staff, and it's the good kids that you got. But even with that being said, how do you make them not look past this game to the next game?
Well, that's the way they've been all year. They want this game. They don't really care about the future. They don't care about the past. They're looking at right now. And, that's the way they talk. That's the way we talk. This group has been together for a long time. These kids all the way through Little League. I know there's a lot of Little League coaches out there that love to hear about these kids because they had them when they were young and they loved them then. And so we got the pleasure and the joy of having them now. But they know how to focus themselves game by game. They'll come up tonight with the idea they're 0-0 and starting all fresh again. So it's like a new game to them, and they're not looking to tomorrow. They're just looking to right now.
Well, Coach, it's always a pleasure, and good luck tonight.
Thank you, Jimmy Lakes. Appreciate it.
If you've had water in your basement, don't depend on Band-Aid fixes. Caulking cracks, moving gutters, changing landscaping. These might hide the problem temporarily. Even a short dry spell might make you think everything is back to normal. But with every rainstorm, you'll dread walking downstairs wondering what you'll find. Invest in a permanent repair that protects the value of your home and rest easier the next time it rains. Contact Evergreen Basement Systems today for a free inspection and estimate.
Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting Incorporated is committed to providing you, our valued customer, with the quality you deserve at the most competitive price in the market today. We strive for excellence in all our projects, from the smallest menial task to the largest and most important task. Choose Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting for all your design and building construction needs today, and engage in a building experience that is more than just about the building, it's about the people. We desire to build relationships that last far beyond the building project, and we are confident that you will find everything you need and expect with our company. Call today. Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting. State Farm Insurance has been serving Appomattox and surrounding area for 42 years. Their expert service and advice is what their customers have come to depend upon. Located in the heart of Appomattox, owner Jim Ford knows that trust is something that doesn't come lightly. So for all of your home, auto, life insurance, and financial needs, see State Farm Insurance in Appomattox. Bring your current coverage and let State Farm see if they can beat your current rates. Call today. Dr. Paul Harvey is a distinguished dental care provider and has been setting the highest standards of excellence in dentistry for over 30 years. He and his highly qualified team of experienced professionals will work to create an individualized treatment plan specifically designed to address your unique needs with the latest dental techniques available. At Dr. Paul Harvey's office, we look forward to seeing you smile. We are conveniently located at 569A Court Street in beautiful Appomattox, Virginia. So call or stop by today.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 460 Flea Market pregame show. 460 Flea Market right there in Appomattox, Virginia on 460, Doug, the only indoor flea market in Appomattox County.
Okay, I'll buy that. I mean, I've gone by there. I have not yet to go in there yet, though.
You need to go in, folks. You need to go in.
It's coming. I'll have an opportunity.
They have a lot of nice stuff in there. You won't be disappointed, I guarantee you that. We have a special guest. My man, the Raider, he's got that big chest.
You need to get a little higher interview here.
He's got that big chest and those big arms, Doug. I know you wish you looked like that.
Oh, I do look like that. It just fell a little bit.
He's got the hook. He's got it going. And look at, check your feet on this guy. I mean, wow, that's something else.
It's bigger than your shoe.
I tell you, Shaquille ain't got nothing on this guy. But hey, this is the mascot for the Appomattox Raiders. Tonight, they all playing at home against the Dan River Wildcats. And you heard Doug Smith. I asked him, how do you keep your team from looking past this game? What did he say? They have been doing it all year long. Can they continue tonight?
Well, it's one of those things that Coach Smith has instilled in his players all year long. Let's look at this game tonight. Let's look at the game that's on the schedule. We're not going to look ahead, because when you start looking ahead, you forget what's right there at you, and you may forget some little small detail. Thus far, it's worked. They've won 12 ball games now, 11-0, 12-0.
11-0.
11-0. So tonight, looking at 12-0. And you figure they've got to be favored tonight from what happened in the first game.
No question about that. Now, Doug, they come in as a number one seed, of course. Dan River like nothing better than to knock them off. And this game's kind of starting on a strange omen, because it was an accident on 460. Dan River was late getting here. They have delayed the game at least 30 minutes before we get started. Now, did the Raiders get some extra prep time? Is that going to hurt them? You know, anytime you get out of that norm, sometimes things happen.
Well, a lot of people were worried last week when the game got moved from a Friday night to a Saturday against Lee County. However, we all saw that didn't happen last week. I think that Coach Smith has his players ready to go, and they're going to play tonight, and they know that they're going to kick it off at 7:30. They'll be ready.
I think you're exactly right. And if the Raiders can win this game, then next week, Doug, they would have another home game here against possibly Buckingham, who they played before, or was it Virginia High School?
It's Richland.
Richlands, I'm sorry,
Plays
Richlands.
Buckingham in round 2, and the winner will meet the Raiders if the Raiders win.
And that could be a great game. But hey, look, don't overlook the Dan River Wildcats. They have a great coach in Pharrell Edmonds, played in the NFL, had some great youngsters, sons that played for him that are all at Virginia Tech right now. This guy knows how to coach. They will be prepared for this game.
He knows how to put a game plan together. It is playoff time. Dan River will come out here trying to upset the Raiders. They would love no better to do that to the number one team in this area.
No question about it. All right, we're just moments away from the kickoff. Raider, who's going to win tonight? The Raiders going to win? Look at him, my man saying yes, shaking the hand. Doug, I swear, you've got to get you an outfit like this right here.
Hook here.
He's got the hook.
Give
Give him a little hook. The man's got it right there. No question about it. All right, folks, come on back on the AliveTV Game of the Week on Shentel Cable. Jimmy the Lakes, the Dandy One, Doug Marshall, the AliveTV crew, the Raider fans, the Wildcat fans. This is going to be a great game, and you can only see it on AliveTV on Shentel Cable. And guess what? It's coming up right after this.
Cavalier Tours wants to remind you that Christmas is coming fast. We offer great gift certificates in any amount for travel. Please check out some of our group tours for 2016. Now give that perfect gift to the person that is so hard to shop for. Give the gift of a Cavalier Tour. Call Cavalier Tours today or check out our website at cavaliertours.com for updated listings, or you can stop by our office on Timberlake Road. Come see the world with us. Welcome to RE/MAX Realty in Appomattox, Virginia. The time has never been better to purchase a home.
Good morning, RE/MAX Realty Connection. May I help you?
RE/MAX has a trained professional staff that can help you make your dream of owning a home come true. Look at this week's Home of the Week.
see you down there, everyone together for a while.
The clearest voice, the sharpest TV, and the fastest internet. From the one provider that calls this place home.
Hello everyone, Jimmy the Lakes here. And are you tired of paying too much for a new vehicle? Well, if so, Cedarline Automotive in Appomattox is your next stop. Cedarline has a large selection of vehicles to choose from. Great, pre-owned, like new vehicles that can fit your budget. And it doesn't get any better than saving thousands of dollars on that vehicle rather than buying a brand new one. So stop by Cedarline Automotive to get the rural treatment. You will not be disappointed. And don't forget about Cedarline and their certified mechanics to make sure that your ride or your current ride is in tip-top shape. Cedarline Automotive on Highway 460 West, just 20 minutes from Lynchburg and 25 minutes from Farm.
Visit us online.
Welcome everyone to Appomattox County High School. The Dan River Wildcats and the Raiders of Appomattox have defeated center field, Doug, for the corn flip. So what do you think, Doug? If whoever wins it, I say they defer.
Well, track record is they do defer. I mean,
they didn't last week, though.
The what?
Lee County took it last week.
They took it last week. Well, see, I wasn't here last week, and I'm glad y'all got the game in and everything. So I wasn't here last week.
I knew things went good.
And I have not watched the game from last week yet. But
I knew things really went good. Let's see what's going to happen here. I wonder why things went so well last week.
I was told that I was missed by several people tonight.
Well, who told you that?
Well, I'm not going to tell names.
Well, apparently
you can't tell names and tales, too.
Apparently they drinking on some kind of medicine before they got to the game, I tell you that.
Yeah, well, that might be you tonight. I noticed you were a little bit late getting here tonight.
Well, I had to take a roundabout way because they had an accident.
I didn't know we had a roundabout here in this part of the country.
Oh, yeah, but the show can't start until the icon gets here. Don't forget that.
Oh, Lord. Folks, ain't no conceit in his family. He got it all, okay?
A man told me one time, if you can't pat yourself on the back, you'll never break your arm. All right, here we go. Let's see who wins this. Let's see who wins this here, Bo.
Hey, and he's had double breaks several times, folks.
Absolutely. my shoulder's out of socket right now.
And there goes the coin flip right there.
Let's see who won it. They're looking at Dan River like they might have won it.
So they are conversing with the Raiders right now. So
so I'm going to say Dan Rivers won, and they're going to defer, and that Max will get the opening kickoff. Let's see what happens.
Okay, well, we'll see.
Dan River won the toss. They will. Oh, they're going to receive.
They want to receive the football. They want to see if they can do some damage first.
Well, how about that? All right, folks. Well, there it is. Appomattox will kick off. Dan River will take it, and we'll be back to see what happens on your live TV game of the week on Shentel Cable. Right after this. I'm fired up, Doug. I'm fired up.
I can tell.
Here come the Raiders. And the Dan River Wildcats, Doug, they getting ready to break that huddle over there, too.
Oh, yes. They doing a little swinging back and forth, getting ready to roll.
Well, you know they got to be fired up. Folks, we'll talk about it when we come back.
Have you visited the 460 Flea Market in Appomattox, Virginia? If not, you owe it to yourself to make a visit now. 460 Flea Market is located on Police Tower Road and has a wonderful selection of items that are sure to make you smile. If you're interested in selling at 460 Flea Market, the price is great, just $15 a day for an outside spot and $20 a day for an inside spot. 460 Flea Market is open from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Friday through Sunday. Come experience 460 Flea Market. You'll love it.
As a local auto owners independent agency, we are dedicated to assisting you in your time of need. We live and work right in your community, and we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fortunately, emergencies don't happen every day, but when they do, we're here to personally see you through. For life, home, car, and business insurance, call us, your local independent auto owners agent today.
Webb's Tire Company proudly serves Appomattox, Madison Heights, Lynchburg, and the surrounding areas. Let us help you choose from our large selection of tires. We feature tires that fit your need and budget from top quality brands such as Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and more. We pride ourselves on being your number one choice for any auto repair. Let us earn your business. If it's round, rubber, and rolls, Webb's has it. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox is a full-service, family-owned funeral home. We've been located in the Central Virginia area since 1947 to serve you. We stand ready to assist you in arranging a personalized and meaningful funeral or cremation service to memorialize your loved one, or we can help you with your pre-arrangement plans. When you need a friend, we are here for you. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox, Virginia.
Welcome back, everyone. Dan River Wildcats taking the field. And, Doug, you know, the last couple of years, the Wildcats had the Raiders' number. They had some great players over there, and they still do. They have a great coach in Coach Edmonds. He has done a great job with that team. He's put some guys on Division I football teams.
That's right.
And you got Coach Doug Smith, his third year here at Appomattox. First year was a little sluggish, won 3 or 4 games. Last year made the playoffs. This year, they made it to the second round of the playoffs, and this is unofficial, but I think back in 1980 was the last time the Raiders went to the second round of the playoffs.
I can tell you, if the Raiders pull it off and win tonight, then what we've got here is uncharted territory.
I think you're right.
And so the Raiders have an opportunity, and of course, being the number 1 seed, they can host all the way up until they, as long as they win and stay in the playoffs, they can go all the way until they make it to the championship game.
Yeah, right. And the only problem with being number 1 seed, Doug, is you have that bullseye on your back every game, and everybody's gunning for you. I'm telling you, Dan River found something up the middle on the Raider defense the last time they played.
Well, I'm thinking Dan River wants to get to football. And the way the Raiders attack is they are quick. So Dan River wants to control the ball, put some points on the board, and then and see what the Raiders can do.
And their special teams have been good all year long. We'll see what they can do right here.
Carter Jameson to tee it up. The kick is good long, deep, and it's going to be hauled in by. I didn't catch your number.
Can't pick the number up, but
number 5, right? Number 5, that is Jaquan Durant, and Durant is going to be hit and taken down around the 15, 16-yard line. So
again, great special team play by the Appomattox Raiders, and we talked to Coach Smith before the game. They practice at 30 to 45 minutes every practice. Every practice.
Well, that's the reason they do it. They get down, they kick that high. Carter Jameson's good enough with that kicker that he's got. He kicks it high in the air and lets it float down there. And the rate of speed is so quick that they get down there, and before the guy can get to the 20-yard line, he's down most of the time. This is starting at the 16.
And number 3 brings him up to the line, Doug. I don't have him on my list.
Jovion Reynolds.
Okay. Is it Reynolds?
Yes. And the ball's going to be handed up the middle.
Trying to go up the middle, but nowhere to go. The Raider defense is out.
They at most got a yard, but I'm not real sure what they're going to give him that.
And I would think that Coach Doug Smith and his staff were thinking the same thing that we were thinking. They're going to try to pump it up the middle. Let's jam it up in there, keep them from doing that. And they might have got a yard, like you said, Doug.
Second down, about 9 yards to go. We've just kicked off here from Bragg Stadium here in Appomattox. This is the Dan River Wildcats, the Appomattox Raiders, second round of the VHSL playoffs. For 2A. Wildcats, Durant rolls there to the right. He throws it down deep.
Had him open, overthrew him.
And he had the intended receiver, had a step on his guy. That was number 8 right there, Devin Stone. Stone was open, but under a lot of pressure was number 3, Reynolds.
Yeah, and that quarterback, Doug, Jovion Reynolds, number 3, threw that ball that time.
Yes.
So the Raiders had pretty good coverage. He had to throw it pretty good distance that time and overthrew the receiver. So 3rd and 9 coming up for the Dan River Wildcats.
Ball's going to be handed off up the middle. And the Raiders are going to stop the runner at about the 20-yard line. So the Raiders defense stands tall in the first series. And I believe that was Durant on the play that time.
And they picked up a few yards, so it looks like about 4th and 5.
So the Dan River Wildcats. Now, the last time Dan River Wildcats were here, they were stopped on the first series. The snap went over the punter's head, and the Raiders had really good field position.
And they weren't this deep either. So, if it goes over his head now, it's in the end zone. Snap this time is a little bit low. Raiders coming after it. They couldn't quite get it.
Couldn't quite get to it. Punt's a little low. It's going to hit on about the 50.
Dan River bounce. Wow, that's a good punt.
And the ball's going to roll dead at about the 41-yard line of the Raiders, but good field position as the Raiders will take over.
Absolutely. Right after this, folks, right after this. Special messages from our special sponsors, Doug, and they are special.
We thank them for doing this game, too.
You must see the fabulous selections from Penelope. Visit one of our locations today for yourself or for someone dear to you. Appomattox Glass and Storefront, located at 329 Harold Street in Appomattox, supports the Appomattox Raiders. Go Raiders! United Country Jim Nolan Real Estate for all your residential, commercial, historical, land, and estates. Spout Springs Ruatan Club is located on Route 460 in Spout Springs and is a proud sponsor of the Appomattox Raiders.
Welcome back, everyone. Raiders' first offensive possessions. Matt Page bring him up to the line with Fleshman in the backfield. Philip Fleshman in the backfield.
Yeah, along with Trey Walker. That's Walker in motion. The fake handoff.
Go deep on the first play.
That's Buster Henderson they're going to try to get.
And overthrows it just a little bit.
Overthrew him just a little bit. And
but that's good coverage back there, Doug.
Well, that was really good coverage, and everybody thought that that at the last minute the guy got a hand on him, but the ball had been overthrown. It was on the ground, so no play. But I like the way the Raiders came out. It was early in the first play, kind of loosened that defense up a little bit, and that might open something up for the run.
Yeah, that was number 8, Devin Stone, on the coverage, and he had good coverage that time.
Because everybody knows that the Raiders are going to try to get the ball to Fleshman and Walker.
Well, they got 4 wideouts right now. Nobody in the backfield except for Page.
Well, Page is a dangerous man on his own to run the football. Pass out in the flats. That's caught by number 7 right there for the Appomattox Raiders. That's Dre Perkins. And Perkins is going to get it across the 50 to about the 47-yard line of Dan River to be 1st and 10.
Yeah, he will pick up the first down, Doug. That was a nice pass, catch, and a run that time by Perkins.
And what I've seen so far is a couple new little wrinkles from the Raiders so far, a little bit different. You know, this is a team they played in the regular season, so they're going to approach it a little bit different.
Well, yeah, you have to. They know what you did when you played them the first time. Page might be changing the play of the line.
Ball's going to be handed off up the middle, and it's going to be a short gain that time for number 5. That's Fleshman. Philip Fleshman trying to go up the middle. He's going to get some good yardage, about 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Well, you know, if you've got first down and you run it up the middle and you get 4 yards, you got to be satisfied with that.
Well, like I said, 4 yards a pop in 3 plays, you pick up 12 yards. I believe that's a first down in there somewhere.
So Page will bring them back up to the line again. Dan River, they got a lot of people up close to the line of scrimmage.
Ball this time is Walker's going to go through. That time is Fleshman went. No, that is Fleshman up the middle. Walker was going in motion. My fault.
Yep, that's Fleshman. He'll pick up, we'll call it.
About 3 yards.
3 yards. We'll call it 3rd and 7 for the Raiders.
3rd and 3.
3rd and 3 for the Raiders. I'm sorry. 3rd and 3 for the Raiders. You know, Dan River's got some big guys on their front line up there, Doug. They have a big offensive and a big defensive line.
I think this was a year that Dan River was set to rebuild because they lost an awful lot of talent last year.
They did. Page brings them up. 3rd and 3. They'll hand it off again. This time it looks like it's number 6.
Looks like Walker that time is going to come up about a yard shy. 3rd down and 1. 4th down and 1. Now will the Raiders gamble? Go for first down?
I think they will, Doug. I think they'll go for it.
Or will they punt the ball and pin Dan River deep?
Well, they might try to draw them off sides with a hard count. You never know. Dan River's digging in. Page will go up in the middle. Goes a little off tackle. I believe he got it.
Page goes over the right side. If they give him the mark up to the 45, up to the 35-yard line, that's going to be enough for the first down. And they say first down.
8:22 left in the first period of play. Still no score. Raiders on a drive. They held Dan River. Dan River was 3 and out. They had a nice punt, but the Raiders have driven it down the field.
And Dan River defensively was sitting there. Well, we held them for 3 downs, you know, and if they're going for it on 4th down, then we could be in a little trouble tonight if they're going for it on 4th down. So
first and 10 for the Raiders.
Ball spotted at the Dan River 35-yard line. 8 minutes to go here in the first period of play. It's 0-0. Dan River first series was 3 and a punt.
Page balking at some hard count there.
Fumble that time. Picked up by Page. He's going to turn. He's actually going to turn negative yardage and maybe getting it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he's going to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The snap was not real good. It almost looked like it was going to be a direct snap to number 6, Trey Walker, who was in motion.
So we'll see. You know, to the credit, I believe he may have picked up a half a yard, but we'll give it, say, a 2nd down and 10. But that was a good play right there just to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And that's the thing the Raiders have to watch. They've been very good hanging on to the football in this 11-0 streak that they've had. They had a few fumbles early in the season, especially down at Buckingham and as well as at Rustburg, and they were 14-7 wins. They've been able to come out on top, but you cannot put the ball on the ground.
Well, they had some fumbles last week too, but they recovered all of those fumbles, so that was a good thing. All right, Coach Doug Smith's going to take a timeout for the Raiders. 7:46 left in our first period of play. It will be 2nd and 10 when we come back with more of your live TV Game of the Week on Shentel Cable. Right after this.
A lot of rain can cause problems for your basement, but so can a lot of dry. The ground around your home expands and contracts as moisture changes, so flooded basements and shifting foundations are a year-round problem. Luckily, Evergreen Basement Systems not only fixes damp and flooded basements, but they fix foundations too. That means we can help protect your home's value no matter what the weather does. Call Evergreen Basement Systems today. You'll be glad you did, rain or shine.
Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting Incorporated is committed to providing you, our valued customer, with the quality you deserve at the most competitive price in the market today. We strive for excellence in all our projects, from the smallest menial task to the largest and most important task. Choose Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting for all your design and building construction needs today, and engage in a building experience that is more than just about the building, it's about the people. We desire to build relationships that last far beyond the building project, and we are confident that you will find everything you need and expect with our company. Call today. Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting. State Farm Insurance has been serving Appomattox and surrounding area for 42 years. Their expert service and advice is what their customers have come to depend upon. Located in the heart of Appomattox, owner Jim Ford knows that trust is something that doesn't come lightly. So for all of your home, auto, life insurance, and financial needs, see State Farm Insurance in Appomattox. Bring your current coverage and let State Farm see if they can beat your current rates. Call today. Dr. Paul Harvey is a distinguished dental care provider and has been setting the highest standards of excellence in dentistry for over 30 years. He and his highly qualified team of experienced professionals will work to create an individualized treatment plan specifically designed to address your unique needs with the latest dental techniques available. At Dr. Paul Harvey's office, we look forward to seeing you smile. We are conveniently located at 569A Court Street in beautiful Appomattox, Virginia. So call or stop by today.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Appomattox Raiders, Danny, 2nd and 10. And, Dan River plays a pretty good defense on this drive.
Dan River has played some tough defense. They're not giving up anything. And the big plays is what hurt Dan River the last time. So I'm sure Coach Edmonds was talking to his defense bunch about that before they got here tonight.
Fleshman goes in motion. They'll hand it off to number 26.
That's number 26 for the Raiders going through the line. It's Delonte Kelso.
Kelso has been a big offensive weapon for him this year, but even better on defense, Doug.
Yeah, Kelso is a good running back, but Delonte is just a good a defensive back also. Deron Kelso is probably is of the better running back, but both of them do a real fine job.
You've got 3rd and 1 for the Raiders. It's coming up. Dan River digging in again.
I think you kind of like the quarterback sneak on this one, don't you?
Well, I would have. He kept it and went off tackle.
And Page went off tackle.
And he will pick up the first down.
And when you're in the playoffs, it's very important that you have a running game to be able to control the football.
Oh, no question about it, because you want that time to come off the clock.
So it's a 1st down and 10. The ball spotted at the Dan River 20-yard line. And we had 7 minutes to go here in the first period of play.
So not only are the Raiders on a good drive, but they're taking a lot of time off the clock as well.
They're taking time. You're exactly right. Raiders have 3 wide receivers in. And going in motion is Walker. The ball this time goes into
Fleshman.
Fleshman pops it to the outside, hit it to the end zone.
Did he get there?
Gets it in. I thought
Touchdown.
he did. Yes,
he got to the pylon there. Nice play that time. And, Walker went in motion. You had Marquise Morgan in the backfield to block on that left side. Then they go up the middle and shoot it to the right for a touchdown for the Raiders.
So Philip Fleshman puts the first points on the board for the Raiders tonight. A 20-yard run. Nice little handoff, nice blocking by that offensive line. Carter Jameson will come in to see if he can convert on the extra point. The man who just scored, Philip Fleshman, will do the holding.
And that's exactly what the Raiders need, is to score early, and that's exactly what Dan River did not need the Raiders to do.
Well, it puts pressure on the Dan River offense because the Raiders are so explosive. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it looks good.
It is good, and it is 7-0. The Raiders with 6:37 left in the first period of play. The Raiders up 7-0. We'll be back with more of your live TV game of the week on Shentel Cable right after this.
Cavalier Tours wants to remind you that Christmas is coming fast. We offer great gift certificates in any amount for travel. Please check out some of our group tours for 2016. Now give that perfect gift to the person that is so hard to shop for. Give the gift of a Cavalier Tour. Call Cavalier Tours today or check out our website at cavaliertours.com for updated listings, or you can stop by our office on Timberlake Road. Come see the world with us.
Baby, I see you down there. We all get together for a while. Oh, maybe I see you down there. Everyone together for a while.
The clearest voice, the sharpest TV, and the fastest internet. From the one provider that calls this place home.
Welcome to RE/MAX Realty in Appomattox, Virginia. The time has never been better to purchase a home.
Good morning, RE/MAX Realty Connection. May I help you?
RE/MAX has a trained professional staff that can help you make your dream of owning a home come true. Look at this week's Home of the Week.
Hello everyone, Jimmy the Lakester again, and C-Line Automotive in Appomattox is here to serve you. Whether it's a like new pre-owned vehicle or their service department with their great certified technicians, C-Line does the job right. And don't forget, C-Line has guaranteed credit. C-Line, located on Highway 460 West, just 20 minutes from Lynchburg and 25 minutes from Farmville. You owe it to yourself to try C-Line.
Visit us online.
And welcome back to Bragg Stadium on the campus of Appomattox County High School, where the Appomattox Raiders have taken a 7-0 lead.
And the Chili's is throwing footballs. So I've got the quarterback for next year. That young lady down there threw it all the way out of the stadium.
Okay, Coach Smith, we got game film for that,
yeah,
okay?
We've got that on film. I'm sure Coach Smith will want to see that. Carter Jamison to kick it off for the Raiders again. Kicked it pretty deep the first time. This time another good kick, even better.
Endo being kick. It's going to be taken out about the 3-yard line. And finding a little gap right there, number 5 that time, Jaquan Durant.
Nice return.
Finds a little hole.
And you know what happens on something like that, Doug, is the tackle was made by number 10, Devin Dews. You kind of out-kick your coverage. The first kick, they fielded at about the 7-yard line, but it was a very high kick. That one was not as high.
Well, at that time, the Dan River special teams did a little bit of blocking, opened up a little hole around the 20-yard line for him to slide through. Ball spotted at the 27-yard line, so it's 1st and 10 for the Dan River Wildcats. 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go, first period of play, and it's a 7-0 Raider lead.
And I tell you, Doug, the Doc was here last week, and he did an outstanding job for the AliveTV crew.
Doc always does a good job. Reynolds with the handoff, and I think it goes to Cameron Hunt, number 6.
See when they get up off the pile.
Cameron Hunt, number 6, was the man who scored the only touchdown for Dan River the last time they were here.
That's right.
And I think that's number 6. I can't tell because he's got the dreads coming out the back of the helmet.
We'll have to see the front of the jersey to be able to see what it is. But he did pick up a couple yards on that run.
It does look like it's number 6.
It is, number 6.
Cameron Hunt, number 6.
And Hunt's got a lot of speed back there, Doug. You got to watch him. Don't want him to break containment.
And rolling out is Reynolds to the right side, and he's going to be hit and taken
nowhere to go. He's going to lose yardage.
Yeah, he's going to lose yardage. Hunt had picked up a couple yards up close to the 30, and this is going to take it back to about the original line of scrimmage at 27. And it looked like to me there was just a little movement in the backfield before that took place, but they did not call anything. So
number 51, Xavier Morgan, in on the tackle. And Doug, you look at this Appomattox Raider football team. A lot of sophomores and juniors on this team. Raider football looks pretty good for the next couple of years.
Next couple, 3 years. JV team this year only lost one football game. That was the very last one over at Amherst. So there's a lot of high hopes for Raider football in the next coming years. 3rd down, about 10 yards to go. Reynolds looks back, throws it high over the head, and I believe that was a lateral. I believe that's a backward pass.
And the official's going to mark it right there. They're going to lose even more yardage on that.
Yeah, it's going to be marked back to the 20. They were trying to hit number 8, Devin Stone, out on the right side. Now, whether that was supposed to be a lateral or a backward pass so they could throw it downfield and do a little trickery with that,
well,
we don't know, but that pass was way over the head.
I think they had the blocking set up, Doug, to catch it back there and then try a running play. But we got 4th and 16 now, so Dan River definitely will be punting this ball.
So the punter goes back.
And the Raiders almost got to it last time. Good snap.
Andrew Lewis to do the kicking.
And a good kick.
High end over end kick is going to be hit, and it's going to be picked up by the Raiders. Number 7, I believe, on the carry for the Raiders. That's Dre Perkins. Perkins let it bounce, and he picked it up. And I think it was a good move because I think the ball would have bounced further down into Raider territory.
Well, and he picked up some good positive yardage as well.
So he got it inside Dan River territory at about the 41-yard line, 42-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Raiders. 4:47 left in our first period of play. 7-0 Raiders. And Doug, Appomattox County came through. We didn't know if we'd be able to do this telecast, but we had some great sponsors. You'll see them on here, folks, that came through to fund this game, and we certainly do appreciate that.
We certainly do appreciate it, and everybody involved with it. And thanks to Lakers for beating the Bushes to get it done, too.
Well, we do what we can.
Ball's thrown high.
That's a great catch.
It's caught by Perkins. I don't know how in the world he came up with it, because I actually thought it was going to be overthrown, because if it was thrown like it was supposed to, it looked like it could have been intercepted.
Well, it was some great defense. Number 4 over there, who was Logan Harvey. I tell you, he looked like he had great coverage. Somehow Perkins brought it down. I'm not sure exactly how.
But Perkins came down with it, picked up about 6 yards with it, so it's 2nd and 4.
And, Doug, you know, it's chilly out here tonight. It's football weather.
Well, yeah, it's also the Friday night before Thanksgiving, so it should be.
Well, that's true.
Pass over to the side. That's
nowhere for Graves to go that time. Number 14.
Devon Graves had nowhere to go. He'll pick up a couple on the play, but it'll bring up 3rd down, and it'll be a long 3.
Dan River, great defensive coverage that time. Number 25, Zimeth Mims on the tackle.
Zamiah Mims on the tackle.
What did I say, Zimeth?
Yeah.
Well, it's got that H on the end of it.
That's all right. We
like it with an A.
We understand you have a problem with names like
that. Put
that.
an A on it, it'd work out a whole lot better. But anyway.
3rd down, about 3 yards for Appomattox. And the Raiders throwing short. You kind of wondering why they throw it short. It's because they've got such speed in the backfield.
Page looking for somebody to throw it to. Got to get rid of it. And he'll just throw it out of bounds. Oh, actually, someone that almost caught it.
Almost caught it. If they did catch it, it was out of bounds. Number 5 coming back for the football for the Raiders. That's Fleshman. But it's 4th down, and it's going to be about, once again, 3 yards to go.
The Raiders are going to go for it because if you punt it here, it's got to be a very precise punt to get it inside the 10-yard line.
I'm not so sure, though. The Raiders' defense, the way the Raiders' defense is playing, I believe I'd punt it and pin them back deep,
and
then go from there. But
how about a little quick kick, as they would call it?
You could do a little pooch punt.
You know, let Page back up just a couple steps, snap it to him, and kick it down there. They've got nobody back.
So 4th down and about 3 yards to go. The ball down, thrown downfield. It's going to be caught on the sidelines.
Graves, nice catch for a first down.
And all you got to have is 1 foot in high school. And high school came up with a nice catch that time. So,
Doug, that was a great down and out move that time by Graves.
That's one of those timing patterns, and you have to work on that in practice.
Well, Graves has got the size, and he's got the speed, and he's got great hands as well.
He does. So the Raiders come up once again. A big 4th down conversion leads to a Raiders first down. Ball spotted just inside the 25-yard line of the Wildcats.
Page, you bring him back up to the line.
Page fakes the handoff.
Looking to throw it again.
Looking downfield. Page may get there to the outside. Throws it over to the sideline.
Caught by Graves.
Graves once again, and he comes down with the pass. Graves came all the way across the field that time. And I tell you what, Page had a lot of time to throw the football.
You know, the thing about Page, Doug, is he moves so well once he gets outside the pocket.
So it's going to bring up inside the 10, the ball, let's see, around the 7, maybe the 6-yard line. And so it's first down and goal to go for the Raiders at the Dan River 6.
So Dan River would really like to hold the Raiders here. I tell you, you don't want a turnover.
Why'd you even say that?
Well, I'm just telling you, you don't want one. Page, and we've got a flag, and is that going to be on the Raiders?
Yeah, if they stopped the play before the play started, yes, it probably is, unless Dan River broke the line of scrimmage.
And I believe it's going to be on the Raiders, Doug. That'll back them up 5 yards. Well, actually, they're going to call offsides on Dan River.
Offsides, Dan River.
Well, they didn't line up offsides because the official in the backfield also threw it, so somebody jumped for Dan River that time.
Well, you know, once again, in high school football, if you jump and break the neutral zone, whether you defense or not, you don't have the opportunity to get back. College and pros, you get a chance to get back. High school, they give you the penalty, so it's half the distance to the goal.
That's exactly right.
First down and 4 now from the 4-yard line.
Page looking to throw it again.
Page here at 10.
He's hit it for the corner.
For the corner.
And he will
he's going to get into the end zone. And nobody realized how quick Matt Page is until he turned the afterburners on. So Page with a nice 4-yard run. Touchdown, Raiders.
2:56 left in the first period of play, and the Raiders up 13-0 over Dan River. And Doug, another nice crowd here for this Raider football game.
Well, as you talked about, Appomattox coming through. Raider fans have been waiting for this for years.
Long time.
And they have had got an opportunity now to come root the team on. And I don't, wherever the Raiders play now in postseason, you're going to have a good crowd from Appomattox.
Well, the community has really come together. I tell you, we'll talk about that after we take our break. But Carter Jameson right now trying to convert on his second extra points. Down, kicks up. It is good. No, it's no good.
Wide right.
So the Raiders take a 13-0 lead with 2:56 left in the first period of play. And we'll come back with more of your live TV Game of the Week on Shentel Cable right after this.
Have you visited the 460 Flea Market in Appomattox, Virginia? If not, you owe it to yourself to make a visit now. 460 Flea Market is located on Police Tower Road and has a wonderful selection of items that are sure to make you smile. If you're interested in selling at 460 Flea Market, the price is great, just $15 a day for an outside spot and $20 a day for an inside spot. 460 Flea Market is open from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Friday through Sunday. Come experience 460 Flea Market. You'll love it.
As a local auto owners independent agency, we are dedicated to assisting you in your time of need. We live and work right in your community, and we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fortunately, emergencies don't happen every day, but when they do, we're here to personally see you through. For life, home, car, and business insurance, call us, your local independent auto owners agent today.
Webb's Tire Company proudly serves Appomattox, Madison Heights, Lynchburg, and the surrounding areas. Let us help you choose from our large selection of tires. We feature tires that fit your need and budget from top quality brands such as Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and more. We pride ourselves on being your #1 choice for any auto repair. Let us earn your business. If it's round, rubber, and rolls, Webb's has it. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox is a full-service, family-owned funeral home. We've been located in the Central Virginia area since 1947 to serve you. We stand ready to assist you in arranging a personalized and meaningful funeral or cremation service to memorialize your loved one, or we can help you with your pre-arrangement plans. When you need a friend, we are here for you. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox, Virginia.
Welcome back, everyone. Raiders getting ready to kick off, leading 13-0. And Doug, you know, the Appomattox community over the last 4 or 5 months have really had some tragedies that have happened.
Yes.
People around the small community, at one time they were saying, how can this happen in our community? A lot of people were down, were negative. But this football team, being 11-0, winning these games, this community has really pulled together and rallied behind these young men. And you know something? This is exactly what the Appomattox community needed.
I think you're so right. The community has bonded together, and everybody's talking about the football program. But the best thing is we can instill in is what Doug Smith has done for this program.
Absolutely.
And he and his coaching staff, as well as some volunteer assistants.
No question about it. After the kickoff, I'm going to tell you one thing I heard him say in his post-game speech last week.
High end over end kick settled on it once again is Durant. Durant comes up across the 15, tries to break it back outside. He's going to get caught and pulled down inside the 25 at about the 23.
And tackle made by number 5, Philip Fleshman. And Doug, before the offense gets on the field, let me tell you, Coach Doug Smith, after saying all the bad things and the good things that the team did, the one thing he said was the stands were full and full of a lot of people that had a lot of things they could do on a Saturday afternoon rather than they come watch them play football. He told his players whenever he sees someone that they saw at the game or somebody tells them to play a good game, to thank them for coming and supporting the Raiders.
So it starts at the top and works its way down.
Absolutely.
2:49 to go. Raiders on top 13-0. The ball handed up on the inside.
Looks like it was going to be a hole there, but it was cut off pretty quick.
To the 25-yard line, and that is number 5. That's Durant once again running the football.
Yeah, the tackle that time made by number 21, Deron Kelso. And Deron Kelso has also been a big mainstay on defense this year.
Deron, Delonte, the whole group has played, and when you study, it's really hard to talk real good about one without talking about the whole group.
Oh, yeah.
Because one player doesn't make the whole group.
No, you're exactly right. It is a PO1, as they say, the power of one. All right, here come the Dan River Wildcats trying to get something going. Doug, have they had a first down yet? I don't think they have.
I don't believe they have. The pitcher, number 5, it's Durant trying to turn the right
Nowhere
side.
to go.
And he did not get back to the line of scrimmage as he was taken down back about the 22. He's going to lose about 3 or 4 yards on that play to bring up third down and 13.
Trying to see who made the tackle, Doug, and I'm not so sure. I think it might have been number 2, Matt Page, the quarterback, that made the tackle that time.
Buster Henderson is getting the credit for it.
Okay, well, that's cool, but he was on this side of the field, but that's all right. That's the thing about these Raiders. They don't care who gets the credit as long as they're winning.
As long as they get the tackle down.
Boy, that's a coach's dream.
3rd down and 12 yards to go for a first down. Dan River Wildcats and Appomattox Raiders. 13-0. Raiders on top as we near the end of the first period of play. Reynolds will roll to the right side.
Got nowhere to go with it.
And I don't know whether he had a fumble or whether he was just taken down. I believe he was just taken down in the backfield.
And they lost about 5 yards on that play. So the Raiders was some great defense out there. 106 and counting in our first period of play. 13-0 Raiders.
Dre Perkins dropped back deep to catch the punt coming from Andrew Lewis, the punter from
let me tell you,
Dan River.
Another good game going on tonight. It's going to be, or maybe tomorrow, Buckingham against Richlands. That should be a really good game.
That's going to be a really good game tonight, too. I think it is tonight, though.
Kick, not a real good one this time.
Punt's a little short, and it's going to take a kind of an Appomattox bounce. It went straight sideways, so the ball's going to be in good field position inside the 50-yard line. 43.
Let's take a break. We'll come back. Raiders up 13-0. We'll be right back.
You must see the fabulous selections from Penelope. Visit one of our locations today for yourself or for someone dear to you. Appomattox Glass and Storefront, located at 329 Harold Street in Appomattox, supports the Appomattox Raiders. Go Raiders! United Country Jim Nolan Real Estate for all your residential, commercial, historical, land, and estates. Spout Springs Ruatan Club is located on Route 460 in Spout Springs and is a proud sponsor of the Appomattox Raiders.
Welcome back, everyone. Raiders on offense now, Doug. You know, they played some great defense. First quarter is almost over. Dan River has not had a first down.
Ball at the Dan River 42. This time the ball is going to go up the middle.
Fleshman, I believe they stopped him that time.
And he's going to be taken back. Well, he's going to get a couple yards up to about the 40-yard line, so it'll be second down, and we'll call it 8 yards for a first down.
And that hole up the middle that the Raiders have sometime tonight, Dan River has cut that off.
And that may actually be the last play of the first quarter.
Because they don't have to run another one if they don't want to.
They don't have to run another one, and it looks like the Raiders are a little slow coming to the line.
I don't think I would run it. Marquise Morgan is pointing back at the clock. So is Matt Page, and they're saying, Coach Smith saying, come on over, don't run a play. That will be the final play of the first quarter, and the Raiders will go out of the first quarter leading 13-0. And again, Doug, Dan River, no first downs in the first quarter.
No first downs. Raider defense still working. Raider offense working too. 13-0. Coming back for the second quarter right after this on the AliveTV Game of the Week right here on
Shentel Cable.
If you've had water in your basement, don't depend on Band-Aid fixes. Caulking cracks, moving gutters, changing landscaping. These might hide the problem temporarily. Even a short dry spell might make you think everything is back to normal. But with every rainstorm, you'll dread walking downstairs wondering what you'll find. Invest in a permanent repair that protects the value of your home and rest easier the next time it rains. Contact Evergreen Basement Systems today for a free inspection and estimate.
Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting Incorporated is committed to providing you, our valued customer, with the quality you deserve at the most competitive price in the market today. We strive for excellence in all our projects, from the smallest menial task to the largest and most important task. Choose Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting for all your design and building construction needs today, and engage in a building experience that is more than just about the building. It's about the people. We desire to build relationships that last far beyond the building project, and we are confident that you will find everything you need and expect with our company. Call today. Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting. State Farm Insurance has been serving Appomattox and surrounding area for 42 years. Their expert service and advice is what their customers have come to depend upon. Located in the heart of Appomattox, owner Jim Ford knows that trust is something that doesn't come lightly. So for all of your home, auto, life insurance, and financial needs, see State Farm Insurance in Appomattox. Bring your current coverage and let State Farm see if they can beat your current rates. Call today. Dr. Paul Harvey is a distinguished dental care provider and has been setting the highest standards of excellence in dentistry for over 30 years. He and his highly qualified team of experienced professionals will work to create an individualized treatment plan specifically designed to address your unique needs with the latest dental techniques available. At Dr. Paul Harvey's office, we look forward to seeing you smile. We are conveniently located at 569A Court Street in beautiful Appomattox, Virginia. So call or stop by today.
Welcome back, everyone. You see the Dan River Wildcats breaking huddle, and the Appomattox Raiders as well, and the Raiders with a second and we'll call it 8, Doug.
Yeah, the ball spotted at the 40-yard line. Need to go down to about the 32. Last time I did some math, that was about 8 yards.
Well, I guess you're right. It looks like about 7, but we'll call it 8.
Looks can be deceiving.
Well, from over here they can be.
The chain gang will help you out there if you need it, though.
Oh yeah, they've got the link cutters over now.
It's Trey Walker with the handoff. He's going to go up across the 35-yard line, go down to about the 34, so he'll be a couple yards shy.
And, Doug, that is smart running that time by Walker. A lot of times you'll try to string that thing out to the sidelines, but go ahead and cut it upfield. Pick up 3 or 4 yards. Much more manageable third down, 3rd and 2 right now than it would be if it was 3rd and 6.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 2, and the Raiders has shown that this is 2-down territory, so already tonight they've shown that it's 2-down territory. in motion.
Page going to keep it.
Page is going to have to. He's going to have
lose
to hold.
yardage this
Yeah,
time.
he's going to lose yardage. Nobody got fooled that time. As that time Dan River brought the house. And the one thing about it, I think he did go up under center.
Right.
The Raiders, to me, when they go back in that shotgun formation, it kind of signals somebody that we're going to run it, that we're going to do something crazy with it. Get up under center. You got 2 yards. If you don't ever take quarterback sneak twice, you're going to make it.
I thought the Raiders might punt here because you could kick it from about the 48-yard line or so, but they're going for it again on 4th down.
This might be that pooch kink you're talking about right here.
Could be. 4th and 6. The Raider crowd getting on their feet. Page will throw it. And Henderson's cut wasn't quite as good. I think he might have slipped, Doug.
Yeah, Henderson's cut wasn't. He had him open, but it was just a little bit wide.
And, Doug, we've got a score that's come in. Of course, the Amherst County Lancers that played here several weeks ago that the Raiders did a real job on losing to Salem. The Spartans 14-0 in Salem, and that's a good football team, the Salem Spartans.
Right, with Salem Spartans, they've been doing it for how many years now?
It seems like they got more state championships than I know of.
They are there every year, and I tell you what, Amherst had an upset win last week, to their credit, so to get to tonight's game. So we give them
10 seconds on the clock?
1 with 10 seconds left.
Dan River throw it across the middle. Nice play.
And that's some good positive yardage for Dan River. Ball gets it up to about the 45-yard line.
Yeah, number 4, Logan Harvey, coming from his tight end position and across the middle. Doug, what do we say about that?
Yeah, going across the middle. The only thing I dislike about the Raiders not punting that ball and pinning them deep. The Raiders' defense is playing really good. The Raiders had a lot more yardage to go for that time. Plus, I think now that you give Dan River a little spark here.
Yeah, because they held
them, yes. Play up the middle. That is Cameron Hunt.
Hunt is hit.
And that's going to be the first down for Dan River tonight. The ball is going to be just shy of the 50-yard line.
And that was some strong running by Hunt that time.
So 1st down and 10 for Dan River. And, this is only a 13-7 game. 13-0 game.
Yeah, I mean,
Dan River
still in this game.
Dan River puts a score on the board. It's a whole different ball game. So I think sometimes you got to play field position.
Dan River brings it up from right about the 50-yard line, 1st and 10.
Ball handed off.
They got some room.
They got some room that time. Big man going up the middle. And that was number 13 that time running the football, Zamar Anderson. And that's a pickup of 9, so 2nd down and a yard to go. So once again, Dan River finding some running room, and they found it up the middle last time. They found a little running room that time.
Yes, they did. The Raiders, they'll have to close that middle up a little bit as they did in that first quarter. Second and 1, Reynolds gives it to Hunt. Hunt up the middle. He'll pick up the 1st down and more.
He'll pick up the 1st down. He'll get the ball down inside the Raider 40 to about the 35-yard line. There's a Raider down on the field.
Not sure who that is, but I tell you what, while I check on him, Doug, let's take a quick break and we'll come back to more action on your live TV game of the week on Shentel Cable right after this.
Cavalier Tours wants to remind you that Christmas is coming fast. We offer great gift certificates in any amount for travel. Please check out some of our group tours for 2016. Now give that perfect gift to the person that is so hard to shop for. Give the gift of a Cavalier Tour. Call Cavalier Tours today or check out our website at cavaliertours.com for updated listings, or you can stop by our office on Timberlake Road. Come see the world with us.
The clearest voice, the sharpest TV, and the fastest internet. From the one provider that calls this place home.
Welcome to RE/MAX Realty in Appomattox, Virginia. The time has never been better to purchase a home.
Good morning, RE/MAX Realty Connection. May I help you?
RE/MAX has a trained professional staff that can help you make your dream of owning a home come true. Look at this week's Home of the Week.
Hello everyone, Jimmy the Lakes here. And are you tired of paying too much for a new vehicle? Well, if so, Cedarline Automotive in Appomattox is your next stop. Cedarline has a large selection of vehicles to choose from. Great, pre-owned, like new vehicles that can fit your budget. And it doesn't get any better than saving thousands of dollars on that vehicle rather than buying a brand new one. So stop by Cedarline Automotive to get the royal treatment. You will not be disappointed. And don't forget about Cedarline and the certified mechanics to make sure that your ride or your current ride is in tip-top shape. Cedarline Automotive on Highway 460 West, just 20 minutes from Lynchburg and 25 minutes from Farm.
Visit us online.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Buster Henderson was the injured Raider, Doug, and you said it. You don't want anything to happen to him. He is a big key for the offense and defense of the Raiders.
Actually, that was number 26 of the Raiders, Delonte Kelso.
Oh, was it?
And dropping back that time to pass is the quarterback Reynolds that time, and he got dropped for about a 5-yard, 6-yard loss that time. Back to the 40-yard line, so it brings up second down at about 15. Raider defense standing tall.
And you're right, Doug. It was number 26, Delonte Kelso.
So pardon me for giving that misinformation.
You know, it's hard to see those numbers sometimes. They make those jerseys now with those numbers so close together.
3 wide receivers for the Wildcats, 2 to the wide side of the field, 1 to the short side.
2nd and 16 for the Wildcats.
Reynolds, the quarterback, he looks back. He's looking downfield, tries to go deep, and it's going over the head. Intended receivers, number 14, Joey Hill.
Actually, it's number 24.
24, excuse me.
Tyree Barton.
So it brings up third down and
16.
16, wow.
I'll get you straight. You ain't been here for a week. I'll get you straight.
You've been trying to help me for years, but...
well, folks, that tells you right there.
So that just goes to show that your job ain't been working.
Need I say more? You know, we had the doc here last week, and we had no problems at all.
That's because Doc didn't say a whole lot, I understand.
Oh, no, the doc, he was here.
Reynolds, he's getting under pressure, little screen pass.
Hunt gets away.
Hunt breaks a tackle, and he's going to get the first down. And the ball come loose, or did Hunt continue to break tackles?
Well, Doug, I'll tell you something. Dan River got a break because there was a block in the back on the sideline over there that the official did not see.
Well, the Raiders had the screen pass snuffed out, but they could not hold Hunt, and Hunt is a quality running back, so that was a big pass play for the Dan River Wildcats down to the Raider 20-yard line.
That was a huge play for Dan River. 7:50 and counting in the second quarter, and Dan River making a march down the field to try to get into that end zone.
Ball handed off up the middle, number 13 with the handoff. That's Anderson once again. And the pile is still moving.
And Anderson's going to pick up 4 or 5 yards on that play.
Got it down to about the 16-yard line. That's 4 yards.
And Anderson, pretty good size, 6'2", 190 pounds.
So it'll be second down, about 6 yards to go for a first down.
And Doug, you know that 3rd and 16, that's what you cannot let happen.
You can't let teams pick that up, because especially in your end of the field.
All right, Dan River, triple stack house backfield. They give it to Hunt up the middle.
That's Hunt coming up the middle. He's going to get inside the 15 to about the 13, so it's going to bring up third down, and you're looking at about 3 yards to go for a first down. So, and you figure this is 2-down territory for the Wildcats.
And he slithered through that time, and leading the way from that offensive backfield was number 44, Dominique Watson, 5'9", 170 pounds, but he looks a lot bigger than that. We'll bring him back up again. 3rd and 3.
Ball handed off first back through, and it's going to be stopped short. He might get a yard on the play, so it'll bring up 4th down at about 2.
And you know Dan River's going for it here, Doug.
Oh, you know they are.
4th and 2 for the Wildcats. So a big play on both sides, offense and defense. Momentum has changed a little bit. It's in the Wildcats' corner right now.
Wildcats have made a big stop. Got a couple big plays. So once again, here's the Wildcats coming. Now the Raiders need to be patient. Don't jump off sides.
Uh-oh, looked like Dan River moved.
I think the Dan River Wildcats came up out of the three-point stance a little quick.
Got to back them back 5 yards to make it 4th and 7.
So it will. That's a big penalty right there against Dan River.
Now here's where you have to watch for that screen pass again. Hunt's so elusive.
Well, you will have to watch that screen pass.
Hunt is so elusive out there, Doug, that if he catches that screen pass, he could easily pick up that 7 yards.
Well, he could easily get by and get to the end zone, too.
So Reynolds gets a play from the sidelines. Big play again for both teams.
4th down, looking at about 7 yards to go for a first down.
5:47 and counting in our first half. 13-0 Raiders.
Reynolds, big rush on Reynolds.
And the Raiders
defense takes him down behind the yard line. So the Raiders defense once again stands tall, stops the drive at the 21-yard line. The Raiders will take over. First down and 10.
And Doug, if I'm not mistaken, number 67, Mathen Drew led the charge that time for the Raider defense.
So 5:35 to go here in the second period of play. The Raiders defense stands tall, and the Raiders take over at their own 21-yard line. Really, this is their worst field position tonight.
Yeah, it is. You're right. The Dan River showed they could play some defense on the last possession the Raiders had.
Ball handed off up the middle. Nice pickup that time, about 5-6 yards on the play. I didn't see who the handoff was to. Might have been Fleshman.
Can't quite pick that number up, Doug. Let's see. He'll turn in just a moment. I believe it was Fleshman, number 5.
Number 5, Philip Fleshman on the carry. Pickup of it looked like about 7 yards, so second down and 3.
Pretty good run that time by Fleshman. But you know, yards are not easily getting out there, Doug.
Dan Rivers is tough. We thought Coach Edmonds would have his team ready to go tonight. The pitch, nice pitch.
Oh, Dan River was right there, though, Doug. Good play.
Yes, they're cutting Philip Fleshman down. The Raiders are going to have to find something else. Dan River has his speed to stay with the Raiders going sideline to sideline.
And Doug, that's a freshman, number 9, Brian Womack, with a big play, 5'9", 145.
So it's third down. You're probably looking at about 1 here for the Raiders. Now I'm all for getting close up behind it and muscling that thing out.
Well, they're in the shotgun formation. Look, no Page up on the center. You're right.
Page up on the center.
But they got the linebacker ready to blitz right up the middle, Doug. Let's see what the call is going to be. Page is going to keep it, go off tackle. Actually, he'll give it up. And I don't think he got it, Doug.
Well, I think where they are coming in from his side to mark it, I think that they've got it.
Well, the official says first down.
It was
awful close, Doug.
It was awful close, but where they were putting that left foot at, it was enough for a first down. So the Raiders will move the chains, 4 minutes and 5 seconds and counting. And once again, yardage is coming hard. And so now look for the Raiders. But if you look at the Dan River Wildcats defense right now, they've got about 10 men inside of 5 yards. So the Raiders ought to be able to find some passing yardage.
Yeah, you would think so. Page dropping back. He's going to put it up for Henderson, but not a very good throw.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
Almost intercepted that time by number 8, Devin Stone.
Stone that time has his size to hang with Buster Henderson.
Well, Doug, now if you're Matt Page, you got to see this thing, and you got to call that audible at the line. That time, Stone had already backed up 5 yards before the ball was snapped. That's where Henderson can take a 3-yard pattern, turn around, catch it, and then try to elude the tackler and pick up big yardage.
Well, this is what I'm talking about. The Raiders has team speed. If they can make a dump a short pass, they can turn it into a long gain sometimes.
See, that Stone backing up again. He's 8 to 10 yards off of Henderson right now. The pitch down, a terrible
that's a fumble, and that's going to be picked up by Fleshman. Fleshman's going to turn it upfield and actually going to pick up some yardage as he gets it up to close to about the 35-yard line.
And I tell you what, Doug, that could have been disastrous for the Raiders right there.
So the Wildcats are covering the pitches, and Coach Edmonds has his defense ready for the option play tonight. So and the Raiders are not popping anything up the middle. I think they're going to have to hit some short passes, get something over the middle to loosen that front line up.
3rd and 7 coming up, Doug. And you know what the Raiders need to do, Doug? I know Henderson is Page's favorite target, but you got to look to somebody else right now because they're really packing it tight on Henderson.
Third down, about 7 yards for a first down. And we're going to have illegal motion that time.
Yeah, the Raiders, they were jumping Henderson and number 3, who is Deshaun Thomas. They didn't move. They didn't take a step, but their bodies were moving forward.
Yeah, upper bodies moved, and that is illegal procedure. So the Raiders are going to end up with third down at about 12. And you really wonder, we know that Coach Smith and the Raiders have talked about this is a one game, we focused on one game. But you beat a team here 35-7 before
the third quarter's over.
And didn't even play 3 quarters full, and so you wonder how easy they may be taking these Wildcats tonight.
Well, you're right, and it's hard to turn it on and off like a light switch.
Third down, about 12. Snap, and we're going to have a run right up the middle. And Page is going to be real close to getting that first down.
Yeah, he didn't get a very good spot, Doug, but I think he got the first.
Actually, I think they gave him a spot on his far side over there.
The official on this side was farther back than the official on the other side.
Little quarterback draw that time. That was really good call that time for the Raiders.
And Page has that speed, and again, he has some elusiveness as well.
Well, the Raiders now coming up on 2 minutes. They have 2 timeouts to go. So my guess is depends on if they can get something big on the next couple of plays. Because when you got a weapon like Carter Jamison, you can try a field goal.
That's right. Page dropped it that time.
Page dropped it.
He'll get sacked.
And he's going to go down. And the Raiders now may just decide to run this clock out here for the first half.
Yeah, Kasim Harris, number 2, 6'4", 210. And the Raiders will take a timeout to stop the clock with 1:41. And, boy, that was a big loss, Doug.
That was a big loss that time.
We'll come back, folks, with more of your live TV Game of the Week on Shentel Cable. It's 13-0, the Raiders over the Wildcats. And we'll be back right after this.
Have you visited the 460 Flea Market in Appomattox, Virginia? If not, you owe it to yourself to make a visit now. 460 Flea Market is located on Police Tower Road and has a wonderful selection of items that are sure to make you smile. If you're interested in selling at 460 Flea Market, the price is great, just $15 a day for an outside spot and $20 a day for an inside spot. 460 Flea Market is open from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Friday through Sunday. Come experience 460 Flea Market. You'll love it.
As a local auto owners independent agency, we are dedicated to assisting you in your time of need. We live and work right in your community, and we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fortunately, emergencies don't happen every day, but when they do, we're here to personally see you through. For life, home, car, and business insurance, call us, your local independent auto owners agent today.
Webb's Tire Company proudly serves Appomattox, Madison Heights, Lynchburg, and the surrounding areas. Let us help you choose from our large selection of tires. We feature tires that fit your need and budget from top quality brands such as Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and more. We pride ourselves on being your number one choice for any auto repair. Let us earn your business. If it's round, rubber, and rolls, Webb's has it. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox is a full-service, family-owned funeral home. We've been located in the Central Virginia area since 1947 to serve you. We stand ready to assist you in arranging a personalized and meaningful funeral or cremation service to memorialize your loved one, or we can help you with your pre-arrangement plans. When you need a friend, we are here for you. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox, Virginia.
All right, welcome back, everyone. The Raiders. Doug, it's 2nd and 18, but it looks farther than that to me.
Well, it's second and a long way. I'm sure that second down play, that first down play didn't go exactly the way that the Raiders had planned it, and they wasn't drawn up like that.
Page looking for somebody to throw it to. Henderson on a down and out. Did he make the catch?
That ball went incomplete.
Did not make the catch.
Went incomplete that time. As trying to hit Henderson out on the square, and that would have got him.
That would have got more than half of it back.
That would have got it back. That's what you have to do, is get a little bit of it back at a time.
And now you're looking at third, and that stops the clock. So you're looking at 3rd and 18 now.
I still say that you send one person through the middle to clear it out, and you bring somebody back behind them, and you drag them across the middle, and the middle's wide open.
I agree.
Because first of all, you got 8 guys inside in the box here. That's almost within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. So if they come forward, see, there comes the linebacker.
There's a blitz right there, but it's picked up nicely.
Nice pick up, pass over the middle. Nice catch that time. And that's Henderson. Henderson makes a move and gets it down inside of the Dan River 35-yard line. First down and 10.
That was a really good play that time, and a good pass by Matt Page.
And Matt Page was immediately over here trying to get his players lined up in like a 2-minute warning. So and the clock stops, the move it changed, and Page is at the line. He's got his players ready to go. Very little time burned off of this. Pass over to the sideline.
Did Graves catch that? He was falling down.
I don't know how in the world that Devon Graves came up with that, but now, once again, you got to get up to the line of scrimmage. You got to go.
That was a really good catch, though, because Graves was falling down as the ball was getting down.
And I'm pretty sure the Raiders only have 1 timeout left. They got 2 on the board, but I'm pretty sure that they've used 2 timeouts.
Just every one. That's right.
So, but they're gradually getting in field goal range down here now. Under a minute to go. Page drops back, looks down, hangs it up into the end zone. Going up is Graves.
Nah, couldn't quite pull it down.
Nice defense over there that time. Looked like number 35 defending, or number 34 defending.
And that's where Graves, Doug, needs to use his height advantage. Get up in the air, extend those arms, and pull that ball down.
Well, they took a chance that time, and he would climb the ladder and get that. 3rd down and 1, 49.9 seconds to go. Now, the Raiders right here can run a play up the middle, get the first down. The clock's going to stop for the chains to move. Then they can clock the ball on first down. They still got a couple downs to work with. So I don't know whether that's a play or not, what they got in mind, but that's what they could do. Matt Page is going to take it right up the middle. He's found a nice hole up the middle. He's going to get it up to about the 17, 18-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Now the Raiders need to get up and get on the line of scrimmage. If nothing else, clock the football.
They still have that 1 timeout, and I believe Coach Smith is taking that now. With 45 seconds, the Raiders will take a timeout, and they're in striking distance again. So we'll be back with more of your live TV Game of the Week on Shentel Cable right after this.
You must see the fabulous selections from Penelope. Visit one of our locations today for yourself or for someone dear to you. Appomattox Glass and Storefront, located at 329 Harold Street in Appomattox, supports the Appomattox Raiders. Go Raiders! United Country Jim Nolan Real Estate for all your residential, commercial, historical, land, and estates. Spout Springs Ruatan Club is located on Route 460 in Spout Springs and is a proud sponsor of the Appomattox Raiders.
All right, Danny, they've adjusted the clock a little bit, gone from 45 seconds down to 42.9. Raiders with no more timeouts.
Yeah, and I'm not so sure. I think you could have got them up off the ground really quick and maybe just clocked that ball, saved that timeout, because I'm worried about now whether they got time enough to run a field goal unit on or whatever towards the end. Fake the handoff.
Can't take a sack, Doug. You cannot take a sack.
He's going to try to throw it downfield, and it's going to be out of bounds. that time, but I give Graves, he was trying to keep his feet in bounds and stretch, but he couldn't quite do it. But I also give Page a lot of credit to get rid of the football.
Yeah, absolutely. You cannot take a sack at this point.
No, because number one, it'll make a field goal longer, and it's going to be long enough on this cool night.
Yeah. Because
you got to remember, Jamison has missed an extra point tonight, so. But the Raiders looking at 2nd down and 10. The ball is at about the 17-yard line. I would think they'd like to get at least another 10 yards. Double wide receiver to the left. They're actually double split out to the right. Page running to the right, throwing to the right.
Henderson
inside, and it's got to be a little, I thought it might be a little pass interference right at the goal line.
Henderson made a nice move that time, Doug, to get to the inside, but number 8 for the Dan River Wildcats,
Devin Stone,
he made a nice play to knock that ball out of Henderson's hands. So 3rd and 10 with 28 seconds left. Still plenty of time. Remember, if they get a first down, that will stop the clock to move the chains.
And then you can stuff the ball on the ground.
We still have time to make a catch even if you don't get the first down and spike the ball.
Well, you can't spike the ball on 3rd down. That'd be 4th down.
That's true, you're right.
So you got to make the first down.
Page looking, throws it up. It's Dews that makes the catch.
Devin Dews in the end zone, and it's a touchdown, Athletics. Devin Dews coming up with a touchdown.
Actually, Trey Perkins, number 7.
Trey Perkins got behind Stone that time. Not Stone, but number 6 that time, Cameron Hunt, came up with a touchdown.
That was a big play by the Appomattox Raiders. A great pass and a great jump that time.
I think all that motion coming out the backfield that time kind of did something to the wide receivers. Now, I don't see Jamison on the field for the extra point.
They're going for 2, Doug.
They're going for 2. And the Raiders don't have a timeout to take to get everybody on the field.
19-0 the score right now. The Raiders going for 2. They're going to throw it across the middle, and
Buster Henderson came up with a catch. Buster Henderson came up with a catch. So that's a 2-point conversion. So now the Raiders up 21-0 with 22 seconds to go here in the first half of play. We're coming back with the kickoff as we near the end of the first half of play. The Raiders 21, Dan River nothing. We're coming back.
A lot of rain can cause problems for your basement, but so can a lot of dry. The ground around your home expands and contracts as moisture changes, so flooded basements and shifting foundations are a year-round problem. Luckily, Evergreen Basement Systems not only fixes damp and flooded basements, but they fix foundations too. That means we can help protect your home's value no matter what the weather does. Call Evergreen Basement Systems today. You'll be glad you did, rain or shine.
Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting Incorporated is committed to providing you, our valued customer, with the quality you deserve at the most competitive price in the market today. We strive for excellence in all our projects, from the smallest menial task to the largest and most important task. Choose Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting for all your design and building construction needs today, and engage in a building experience that is more than just about the building, it's about the people. We desire to build relationships that last far beyond the building project, and we are confident that you will find everything you need and expect with our company. Call today. Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting. State Farm Insurance has been serving Appomattox and surrounding area for 42 years. Their expert service and advice is what their customers have come to depend upon. Located in the heart of Appomattox, owner Jim Ford knows that trust is something that doesn't come lightly. So for all of your home, auto, life insurance, and financial needs, see State Farm Insurance in Appomattox. Bring your current coverage and let State Farm see if they can beat your current rates. Call today. Dr. Paul Harvey is a distinguished dental care provider and has been setting the highest standards of excellence in dentistry for over 30 years. He and his highly qualified team of experienced professionals will work to create an individualized treatment plan specifically designed to address your unique needs with the latest dental techniques available. At Dr. Paul Harvey's office, we look forward to seeing you smile. We are conveniently located at 569A Court Street in beautiful Appomattox, Virginia. So call or stop by today.
Welcome back, everyone. Doug, the Appomattox Raiders with a 21-0 lead over the Dan River Wildcats. And I tell you, the Raiders, they did a good job that time to get the ball down the field.
Well, they did. They drove the ball down the field, had a couple big plays. None big, of course, than the one that topped it all off was a catch by Perkins, who made a great catch that time. As the ball hung a little bit and the defender was able to get back into the play, he had about a 10-yard lead on him going into the end zone. But he hung on to the football, the two-point conversion. That was a great catch from Henderson to make the two-point conversion. So it's 21-0. The Raiders, ball kicked off. Dan River bobbles it at about the 10. And now the Raiders are going to take him down to number 12 over there for Dan River. That's DJ Averett. And Averett's going to get it up to about the 30-yard line.
So you got 14 seconds left in the first half of play, Doug. And Boyne, a big play here. The Raiders going to go in up by 3 scores.
Going in 21-0. In the previous game here with the Rain, they were up 3 scores going in at halftime, 28-7. And the same thing could happen coming out of the second quarter.
And the Raiders will get the ball.
The Raiders will get the ball back,
half.
and they started the second half with the ball last time. So a lot of similarities to that game right now.
They give it to Hunt.
That's
Hunt takes it up the middle.
Hunt up the middle. He's going to be hitting and taken down at about the 36-yard line.
I'm not so sure Dan River will take a timeout here, and that's going to be the end of our first half of play. And the score at halftime, the Appomattox Raiders 21, the Dan River Wildcats 0. We'll come back. We'll talk about the first half on our State Farm halftime report right after this.
State Farm Insurance has been serving Appomattox and surrounding area for 42 years. Their expert service and advice is what their customers have come to depend upon. Located in the heart of Appomattox, owner Jim Ford knows that trust is something that doesn't come lightly. So for all of your home, auto, life insurance, and financial needs, see State Farm Insurance in Appomattox. Bring your current coverage and let State Farm see if they can beat your current rates. Call today.
Welcome to halftime, everyone. Your State Farm halftime report. Jim Ford, the proprietor down there, and his staff does a great job, Doug, with his home, auto, or life insurance right there in the heart of Appomattox. Thank you so much for making our halftime report possible. Well, Dandy, it's been all Appomattox Raiders as far as the score goes, but it has not been easy going.
No, Dan River, we figured Coach Edmonds from Dan River would have his Wildcats ready to play tonight. Defensively, they made a few adjustments. They've cut down the big plays, and Dan River's made Appomattox earn everything they've got, but the Raiders still up 21-0.
And Dan River has moved the ball on the ground with Hunt out of that backfield. He's a pretty good player, number 6, and I look for him to run him some more in the second half. The thing is, Doug, they've got to score 3 times. Now, we have a whole half left, but the Raiders are going to be trying to put the ball in the end zone as well.
Well, exactly right. And I think the part of the key was the Raiders up 13-0. Dan River with a chance to cut it to a 1-score game. Got a 3rd and 2, and then they got illegal motion, illegal procedure, have to back it up, and then they don't have a chance. They go for it on 4th down and 7, and they don't make it.
And the big play for Dan River was in that second quarter when they had a 3rd and 16 and ended up getting that first down and looked like they were going to take it to the end zone, but the Raider defense came up strong.
The Raiders defense came up strong as they got closer to the goal line, and the Raiders came up and then took the ball over at the 21-yard line and marched it downfield and scored just as we went into the half.
So it's 21-0 at halftime, folks, on your State Farm halftime report. We'll take a break and listen to State Farm and come back right after this.
State Farm Insurance has been serving Appomattox and surrounding area for 42 years. Their expert service and advice is what their customers have come to depend upon. Located in the heart of Appomattox, owner Jim Ford knows that trust is something that doesn't come lightly. So for all of your home, auto, life insurance, and financial needs, see State Farm Insurance in Appomattox. Bring your current coverage and let State Farm see if they can beat your current rates. Call today.
Well, Danny, behind us, the Appomattox County High School marching band always does a great job here at the football games.
Under the direction of Mr. Brian Allgood, he's done a real good job with the band.
An excellent job with the band. I remember when the band wasn't a lot of people in the band at one time, but they really have improved and got a lot of participation.
Well, he's got a lot of enthusiasm for the band out right now, and you can see it when they come out here and perform. They do parades and competitions and stuff. He's done a real good job with them. So my hat's off to Brian.
Absolutely. Well, folks, as you watch our game tonight, our contest, I want you to take quick note. Look at the sponsors that we have. They really came together. We weren't sure if we were going to be able to do this game or not. The Virginia High School League does charge a fee to do the games. And, you know, Doug, the folks in Appomattox came through. I called people. I asked them. They were more than happy to donate to get this game on.
Well, once again, it comes back to the community. This team has done a lot for the community over the last few weeks by pulling everybody together. Because of them winning, everybody comes to one place, root for one team, the Appomattox Raiders, and it's kind of helped make this one big happy family in the community. So the sponsorship is just great to come together to do that for us.
No question about it. Well, folks, that's halftime. It's 21-0. The Raiders over the Dan River Wildcats. The Raiders will get the ball, Danny, at the beginning of the second half.
Well, I tell you, if I'm Coach Edmonds, I don't know how you're going to talk about, what am I going to stop? The Raiders have scored by the run, they have scored by the pass, and they have scored by another run, but the quarterback, the running back, and then a wide receiver. So, hey, you got to stop one. Which one are you going to take away?
They're getting a lot of players involved on offense.
Exactly right.
Exactly right. All right, folks, that's our halftime report. Thank you, State Farm, for being our halftime sponsor. Jim Ford and his staff do a great job. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, State Farm is the place you want to go.
Remember, like a good neighbor,
State Farm is there. Hey, and like a good sportscaster, the Lakester and the Dandy one will be there right after this. So come on back and join us. We're just moments away from the kickoff. It's 21-0. The Raiders over the Wildcats.
State Farm Insurance has been serving Appomattox and surrounding area for 42 years. Their expert service and advice is what their customers have come to depend upon. Located in the heart of Appomattox, owner Jim Ford knows that trust is something that doesn't come lightly. So for all of your home, auto, life insurance, and financial needs, see State Farm Insurance in Appomattox. Bring your current coverage and let State Farm see if they can beat your current rates. Call today. Welcome to RE/MAX Realty in Appomattox, Virginia. The time has never been better to purchase a home.
Good morning, RE/MAX Realty Connection. May I help you?
RE/MAX has a trained professional staff that can help you make your dream of owning a home come true. Look at this week's Home of the Week. Cavalier Tours wants to remind you that Christmas is coming fast. We offer great gift certificates in any amount for travel. Please check out some of our group tours for 2016. Now give that perfect gift to the person that is so hard to shop for. Give the gift of a Cavalier Tour. Call Cavalier Tours today or check out our website at cavaliertours.com for updated listings, or you can stop by our office on Timberlake Road. Come see the world with us.
Baby, I see you down there. We all get together for a while. Oh, maybe I see you down there. Everyone together for a while.
The clearest voice, the sharpest TV, and the fastest internet. From the one provider that calls this place home.
Hello everyone, Jimmy the Lakes again, and C-Line Automotive in Appomattox is here to serve you. Whether it's a like-new pre-owned vehicle or their service department with their great certified technicians, C-Line does the job right. And don't forget, C-Line has guaranteed credit. C-Line, located on Highway 460 West, just 20 minutes from Lynchburg and 25 minutes from Farmville. You owe it to yourself to try C-Line.
Visit us online.
Welcome back, everyone. Appomattox County High School, historic Appomattox, Jimmy the Lakes, and the Dandy one, Doug Marshall. And Doug, the Raiders up 21-0 over the Dan River Wildcats. Now, we got a lot of game left, the whole second half.
Yes, we do.
But the Raiders got to be feeling pretty good right now.
Well, I would think at this point they are feeling pretty good. They get the ball back. I tell you what, if they go down and put points on the board, it's not going to be real good news for Dan River.
And we also heard that Buckingham was leading Richlands 20-14. And
that was a halftime score.
Yeah, if the Raiders and Buckingham would win, that would be two arch rivals playing each other right here next week.
Once again, they played early in the year. It was a 14-7 contest at Buckingham. The Raiders pulled it off. It was a big game. Henderson with a big
run, what a hit.
And a collision at about the 25, 26-yard line.
And that was number 4 throwing his body in there, Logan Harvey. Woo, that was a hit there, Doug. That was a hit.
And Logan Harvey is a right good-sized young man. He's a senior.
6'4", 185.
6'5", 205 is what's on this piece of paper.
Okay, well, they've grown in since I got my program.
Well, they did give me a different sheet tonight for some reason.
Yours is color-coded.
Yeah, and I don't know why, but they said it was updated. I reckon wanted to keep you in old-fashioned time.
Well, I got it. The man's have grown an inch since they made these programs.
Well, you know how they always, never mind, we won't talk about how they always highlight, you know.
Fudge a little bit.
Ball handed off to Walker going around the right side. Trey Walker turns it up over the right side, gets it up to about the 47, 48-yard line before he's taken down.
Big game.
That's the biggest running play the Raiders have had tonight.
You know, Doug, when the first half was over, I noticed the Dan River coaches were in the end zone, and they stayed down there for a pretty good while, discussing on what they were going to do to stop the Raiders before they went over to talk to the team.
Well, it's like I talked about a few minutes ago at the halftime break. You know, you've got people, the running game, but they've also got the passing game. So you've got to take one away to make them do the other. So which one are you going to try to take away?
That's true. But, you know, Dan River, they're playing man-to-man on the receivers for the Raiders.
This time the ball is
Page.
Page is going to keep the football, and he's going to get nailed back about the 45-yard line. Excuse me.
So that's about a 2-yard loss for the Raiders. That'll bring up 2nd and 12.
Yeah. That time the fakes in the backfield didn't take any, and nobody got fooled on that.
Oh, Dan River's done a good job on defense tonight. They actually have played pretty good defense.
They have played
down 21-0.
They have played really good defense. The offense just has not done a whole lot. The Raider defense has shut them down. And that's what's been so surprising. Everybody knew the Raiders could score this year. They just didn't know that the Raiders defense was going to be as good as it was.
Exactly. Page with the pitch.
Fleshman trying to turn it upfield.
Yeah, nowhere to go, I tell you.
And he's going to get it back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
Dan River has really strung that pitch out tonight for the Raiders. Let's see, number 54 went on the tackle, Deshaun Robinson, 5'9", 235.
So third down, the Raiders 10 yards to go. They need to get it down to about the 42-yard line of the Dan River Wildcats. It's spotted at their own 48. just underway, third quarter. The Raiders leading 21-0.
And Dan River, Doug, they've got 9 players, 10 players within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage.
They've had that many in the box all night long, so it's been hard to stop that. And the Raiders' running game has suffered a little bit for that. Little ball handed off up the middle, and it's going to be inside the 50-yard line up to about the 48, but they're going to pick up a 5 yards. It's going to be fourth down and 5.
That run would have been pretty good if Page hadn't got tackled for that loss on first down. So you're looking probably, well, I was thinking the first punt. I see Carter Jameson out there. This will be the first punt for the Raiders tonight.
Yeah, then this will be the first punt for Jameson tonight. Ball's going to be spotted, 4th down and 5. And that negative loss on first down did have a lot of effect on that series right there. Of course, back deep, number 6 is Cameron Hunt.
Of course, we say they're going to punt, Doug, but you never know.
Well, the up man is Delonte Kelso, I believe.
Snap, Jameson, he's going to punt it this time. He does. Good kick, good kick.
Angling away down to about the 5-yard line.
And the Raiders, and that's where he's going to be down, right about the 5-yard line.
And that was a nice angle, nice high ball. Ball died right at the goal line. I tell you what, that's a great punt that time by Carter Jameson.
It certainly was. All right, let's take a break, folks. It's still 21-0. Dan River getting the ball for the first time in the second half. We'll be back right after this.
Have you visited the 460 Flea Market in Appomattox, Virginia? If not, you owe it to yourself to make a visit now. 460 Flea Market is located on Police Tower Road and has a wonderful selection of items that are sure to make you smile. If you're interested in selling at 460 Flea Market, the price is great, just $15 a day for an outside spot and $20 a day for an inside spot. 460 Flea Market is open from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Friday through Sunday. Come experience 460 Flea Market. You'll love it.
As a local auto owners independent agency, we are dedicated to assisting you in your time of need. We live and work right in your community, and we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fortunately, emergencies don't happen every day, but when they do, we're here to personally see you through. For life, home, car, and business insurance, call us, your local independent auto owners agent today.
Webb's Tire Company proudly serves Appomattox, Madison Heights, Lynchburg, and the surrounding areas. Let us help you choose from our large selection of tires. We feature tires that fit your need and budget from top quality brands such as Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and more. We pride ourselves on being your number one choice for any auto repair. Let us earn your business. If it's round, rubber, and rolls, Webb's has it. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox is a full-service, family-owned funeral home. We've been located in the Central Virginia area since 1947 to serve you. We stand ready to assist you in arranging a personalized and meaningful funeral or cremation service to memorialize your loved one, or we can help you with your pre-arrangement plans. When you need a friend, we are here for you. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox, Virginia.
Welcome back, everyone. 9:02 left in our third quarter play. Dan River did stop the Raiders that time. Good defense by the Wildcats. And here they are on their own 5-yard line.
Jovian Reynolds,
there's Hunt up the middle.
Will hand the football off to Hunt, and Hunt is going to be taken down at about the 6-yard line. I'll pick up maybe 1 on the play.
And if the Raiders can play good defense here, Doug,
they're going to
get great field position.
They're going to end up with pretty good field position. See, this is what I thought when the Raiders went forward on 4th down early in the ball game, and it allowed Dan River to have their best field position tonight, that they should have probably punted then and held them and tried to do something from there. But, I mean, it all worked out in the end. But that's what I thought the Raiders would do then.
Dan River, 3 wideouts. Reynolds.
Ball's handed off up the middle.
Hunt again.
And Hunt's a hard runner. I tell you what, it takes more than just one to bring him down.
Well, they barely brought him down that time, and they probably had about 6 Raiders on him.
They're going to give him about another 3-yard pickup, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 6.
Yeah.
Ball's going to be spotted right around the 10-yard line.
Initial contact that time made by number 21, Deron Kelso, for the Raiders. And, Doug, if the Raiders hold on and win tonight, we will be doing next week's game, third round of the playoffs.
That's right. And while we got an opportunity to think about this, Lakester, want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving.
Absolutely. Turkey, gravy, mashed potatoes, man, I can't wait.
You're already salivating over there.
Oh, wow. Dressing, all kinds of good stuff. I'm going to tell you something in a minute.
Pecan pie.
I'm going to tell you something in just a second.
In motion, number 5, that's Durant. Ball going to be headed off the run up over the right side, and I don't think he's going to get the first down.
No, he's not. I think it's back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he got it back to I think they're spotting it around the 11. They'll bring up 4th down about 4. So the Raiders have defenses held, and the Raiders have forced the Wildcats to punt.
Let me tell you something about Thanksgiving.
All right, tell me
something.
Watching
TV, and they got this turkey fryer you can buy for. You set it on the counter.
Yes.
And you fry the turkey. It only takes a couple hours.
Right.
All right. And then when they took that turkey out, they put some kind of glazed pecan stuff on top of it. Man, you talk about looking good. Woo! I almost bit the TV. Good kick.
Surprised you didn't. Ball hits and is going to roll.
Nice roll.
Across the 50-yard line down to about the 46-yard line of the Raiders. The Raiders will take over 1st and 10. The Raiders leading 21-0, 6:44 to go, 3rd period of play. We're going to come back, and we're going to watch some more games right after this.
We'll think about that turkey. They had Cajun turkey, too.
Hey, wipe your mouth. You're drooling already.
It sure did look good, I tell you what.
You're drooling.
I'm thinking about getting one of those things.
Don't eat the microphone.
You must see the fabulous selections from Penelope. Visit one of our locations today for yourself or for someone dear to you. Appomattox Glass and Storefront, located at 329 Harold Street in Appomattox, supports the Appomattox Raiders. Go Raiders! United Country Jim Nolan Real Estate for all your residential, commercial, historical, land, and estates. Spout Springs Ruatan Club is located on Route 460 in Spout Springs and is a proud sponsor of the Appomattox Raiders.
Welcome back, everyone. Raiders on offense again. Dan River held the Raiders. The Raiders held Dan River. So now the Raiders have it back. About their own 46-yard line. Page wants to throw it. Throws it downfield. Little too long.
Just off the fingertips of Devon Graves down about the 25-yard line.
And, Doug, I think Page just got to put a little bit more air into that ball, and I believe Graves will catch up with it.
That's all he needed was a little more air. He had it right where he needed to go.
But, I will give Dan River credit. Their defensive backs have stuck with the Raiders tonight.
Well, they are showing that they – and I will tell you, Coach Edmonds has put his defensive backs on an island, one-on-one, guarding them man-to-man. He's saying, look, my defensive backs are just as good as your wide receivers.
He's
See
saying,
if you can get loose.
He's saying, can you step up to the challenge? And these guys have done it.
So we're looking at 2nd and 10, Appomattox with the football. Dropping back.
Little screen pass.
Swing pass out the
backfield. Got some blocking out there, Doug.
And this can also work right here. Freshman will take the football down inside the 40-yard line to about the 35 or 36. And
well, Doug, actually, before you say, that was number 6, Trey Walker.
Trey Walker, excuse me. I get those two numbers mixed up.
Well, it is, believe me, it's tough to see them when they're running.
But, when you're covering downfield and you got that many guys in the box coming after to stop the run, something's got to be open. That little swing pass right there just generated.
Well, that was set up really good that time.
That was a nice little pass that time. This time, Page is going to keep it and go up the middle. He's going to get to about the 30-yard line. Found a nice crease up the middle. And that's a pickup of about 6 or 7 on the play as we approach the halfway point of the third quarter. That's pick up a 5, be second down and about 5 to go for the Raiders.
And Page is limping off the field that time. I think he's going to be okay, but probably somebody landed on his leg the wrong way. And going into be the quarterback is going to be number 1.
I think it's a leg cramp.
Yeah, number 1, who is Javon Scruggs, only a sophomore, Doug.
Well, you know, some of the blowouts they've had over the last few weeks, he's been able to get a lot of time in, so that helps on a night like tonight.
2nd and 4, he keeps it. He'll pick up maybe a yard.
Scruggs goes in, picks up a couple.
As they work on Page on the sidelines, I think you're right. I believe it's a cramp.
That seems to be what they're doing. And then once again, even though it's cold, you still have to take fluids in because you're still going to sweat.
Absolutely.
So 3rd down, a couple yards to go.
And the question is, will they allow Scruggs to throw the ball? Coming up on the 5-minute mark of the 3rd quarter.
Well, I think you're at a position where 3rd down and 2, that unless they get negative yardage, I think you'll see 2 plays here.
Scruggs, he'll keep it himself again. He'll pick up the 1st down.
And he found a nice hole. He's going to get it up to about the 20-yard line, maybe the 21. Depends on where they put the mark. And so, you know, the Raiders get a 1st down. And so, as long as this happens, Scruggs is going to continue to stay in there because Page hadn't got up off the ground yet.
Yep, still working on it. Got the fluids down there, putting some fluids in him. Trainer trying to stretch that thing out. You know, you get a cramp. You ever get a cramp in the car driving down the road? I mean, wow, man. What a nightmare. Or in the beard at night.
And you want to stretch that foot out, but that gas pedal's underneath you, right?
Get a speeding ticket.
Scruggs
looks like he wants to throw it. Now he's going to run. Now he's going to throw. Now he's going to run, and now he's going to get tackled.
He's going to get tackled for a couple-yard loss now. And it's going to be stopped at about the 25-yard line.
I actually know he's going to lose. Yeah, he'll lose yardage back to the 25.
I think if he had decided to just go on and throw it right away,
he'd have been okay.
I'm wondering if he's got a trust factor of himself
that's
right
possible.
Now. He doesn't want to make a mistake.
Yeah, he's only a sophomore. Page up now, walking around. He's still stretching it a little bit.
Yeah,
but you really can't go back in there with the cramp, Doug, because the next thing you know, you'll be out there and you'll try to run the ball and cramp up on you again. So 3:55 and counting in the 3rd quarter, and the Raiders now with a 2nd, and we'll call it 13. Scruggs looking to throw again. He does this time. Not a good throw, Doug.
No.
Luckily, it was not intercepted.
Luckily, it was not. I think defensive back number 20 for the Raiders that time, Buster Henderson, played a little defensive back.
Defense.
He played defense to keep having him get picked off.
Yeah, that was Reynolds, number 3, that almost picked that ball off. That will stop the clock. Scruggs going to stay in there as Page is back down on the ground again, trying to loosen that thing up.
Yeah,
now they're trying to roll it out. And let me tell you, talk about something hurting. When they lay you down and they got that thing and they're rolling your calf, it's not a good feeling.
No, it's not. But 3rd down, we're looking at about 13 yards to go for a 1st down. The handoff this time is Walker going to the far side.
Nice. He ran down from behind. And that was Reynolds.
Number 2 is Kasim Harris.
Number 2, yeah.
Number 2, Kasim Harris brought him down that time. And so we're going to try. Got a Carter Jamison coming out. And this is going to be about a 42-yard field goal.
He's got the leg to do it, Doug.
It's probably going to be spotted at about the 42 or 43. And then it's going to be add 10 yards from the end zone. So this is a nice little poke. And it's a little cool night tonight.
Well, the problem with this kind of kick is you've got to keep it a little low. So watch out, Dan River blocking this.
But you like to see what you got. This is a good test to see if you sometimes.
Snap, kick, up. It's long.
And it's going to be short.
Wide.
It's
just a little short.
It would have been a little short. But, you know, you might as well try it because the ball's going to come to the 20.
Exactly right. All right, 21-0, 2:56 left in our 3rd period of play. And we'll be back with more of your live TV Game of the Week on Shentel Cable right after this.
If you've had water in your basement, don't depend on Band-Aid fixes. Caulking cracks, moving gutters, changing landscaping. These might hide the problem temporarily. Even a short dry spell might make you think everything is back to normal. But with every rainstorm, you'll dread walking downstairs wondering what you'll find. Invest in a permanent repair that protects the value of your home and rest easier the next time it rains. Contact Evergreen Basement Systems today for a free inspection and estimate.
Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting Incorporated is committed to providing you, our valued customer, with the quality you deserve at the most competitive price in the market today. We strive for excellence in all our projects, from the smallest menial task to the largest and most important task. Choose Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting for all your design and building construction needs today, and engage in a building experience that is more than just about the building, it's about the people. We desire to build relationships that last far beyond the building project, and we are confident that you will find everything you need and expect with our company. Call today, Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting. State Farm Insurance has been serving Appomattox and surrounding area for 42 years. Their expert service and advice is what their customers have come to depend upon. Located in the heart of Appomattox, owner Jim Ford knows that trust is something that doesn't come lightly. So for all of your home, auto, life insurance, and financial needs, see State Farm Insurance in Appomattox. Bring your current coverage and let State Farm see if they can beat your current rates. Call today. Dr. Paul Harvey is a distinguished dental care provider and has been setting the highest standards of excellence in dentistry for over 30 years. He and his highly qualified team of experienced professionals will work to create an individualized treatment plan specifically designed to address your unique needs with the latest dental techniques available. At Dr. Paul Harvey's office, we look forward to seeing you smile. We are conveniently located at 569A Court Street in beautiful Appomattox, Virginia. So call or stop by today.
Welcome back, everyone. Raiders on defense now. Dan River trying to get something going. They carry it across the middle.
And it's going to be picked off. Number 10 for Appomattox, Devin Dews, on a ball that time. Going up for was number 14, Devon Graves. He knocked it up in the air, defending it, and then Dews picked it off.
The play was made by Graves, Doug. He cut right in front of the defender, and Graves is down, but he cut right in front of the defender, got his hand on it, and the next thing you know, number 10, Devin Dews, came down with the interception.
Devon Graves on the field right now.
Yeah, so let's take a break, and we'll come back, and hopefully he'll be all right. Right after this, folks, we'll come back.
Welcome to RE/MAX Realty in Appomattox, Virginia. The time has never been better to purchase a home.
Good morning, RE/MAX Realty Connection. May I help you?
RE/MAX has a trained professional staff that can help you make your dream of owning a home come true. Look at this week's Home of the Week. Cavalier Tours wants to remind you that Christmas is coming fast. We offer great gift certificates in any amount for travel. Please check out some of our group tours for 2016. Now give that perfect gift to the person that is so hard to shop for. Give the gift of a Cavalier Tour. Call Cavalier Tours today or check out our website at cavaliertours.com for updated listings, or you can stop by our office on Timberlake Road. Come see the world with us.
Together for a while.
The clearest voice, the sharpest TV, and the fastest internet. From the one provider that calls this place home.
Hello, everyone. Jimmy the Lakes again. And C-Line Automotive in Appomattox is here to serve you. Whether it's a like-new pre-owned vehicle or their service department with their great certified technicians, C-Line does the job right. And don't forget, C-Line has guaranteed credit. Cedar Line, located on Highway 460 West, just 20 minutes from Lynchburg and 25 minutes from Farmville. You owe it to yourself to try Cedar Line.
Visit us online.
Welcome back, everyone. Devon Graves, number 14. And, Doug, that's a good sign that he's putting weight on that leg because, we were talking about it. He has a bad knee and thought he might have surgery last year, but he rehabbed it instead. So hopefully he will be okay because the Raiders really need Devon Graves.
He's that second wide receiver that, it takes a lot of pressure off of Buster Henderson on that one side of the field, but it was him that made the play that time as he went for the pass and broke the pass up, and Hughes came up with the interception.
Well, not only that, second wide receiver, he is a big part of the defense.
Oh, yeah, he really is.
So
going
number one, Javon Scruggs back in at quarterback, Doug. I was trying to look to see where Matt Page is at.
Matt Page on the left side there.
He's still stretching it out.
Still stretching that out right now. Pass over the middle.
Got it to Deuce.
Devin Deuce. Dre Perkins. Dre Perkins has been a surprise tonight. He's been that secret weapon the Raiders have come up with. And Perkins makes a nice catch. Gets it inside the 5, down to about the 2.
Yeah, he's been the thorn in Dan River's side tonight at that wide receiver position.
He caught the last touchdown pass. And right now the Raiders first and goal from about the 4-yard line.
Yeah, and I think the Raiders will probably keep it on the ground from right here, Doug.
Ball handed off to that's number 6 that time. Trey Walker that time takes it into the end zone. The Raiders 6 more points.
All set up with an interception by number 10, Devin Deuce. So that is a big play for the Appomattox Raiders. As now Carter Jamison will try to make it a 28-0 lead. 2:29 left in our third period of play.
Jamison missed an extra point earlier tonight, but the Raiders got a 2-point conversion before they went into halftime. Ball set, the snap, the kick is up, and it looks pretty good this time.
It is good. 28-0 Raiders. And Doug, do you know that the Raiders now have scored 85 points and only given up 7 so far in this playoff run?
Well, they've only given up 7 on average for the year.
That's right. We'll come back, folks. More of your live TV game of the week on Shentel Cable. It's been all Raiders right after this.
Have you visited the 460 Flea Market in Appomattox, Virginia? If not, you owe it to yourself to make a visit now. 460 Flea Market is located on Police Tower Road and has a wonderful selection of items that are sure to make you smile. If you're interested in selling at 460 Flea Market, the price is great, just $15 a day for an outside spot and $20 a day for an inside spot. 460 Flea Market is open from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Friday through Sunday. Come experience 460 Flea Market. You'll love it.
As a local auto owners independent agency, we are dedicated to assisting you in your time of need. We live and work right in your community, and we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fortunately, emergencies don't happen every day, but when they do, we're here to personally see you through. For life, home, car, and business insurance, call us, your local independent auto owners agent today.
Webb's Tire Company proudly serves Appomattox, Madison Heights, Lynchburg, and the surrounding areas. Let us help you choose from our large selection of tires. We feature tires that fit your need and budget from top quality brands such as Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and more. We pride ourselves on being your number one choice for any auto repair. Let us earn your business. If it's round, rubber, and rolls, Webb's has it. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox is a full-service, family-owned funeral home. We've been located in the Central Virginia area since 1947 to serve you. We stand ready to assist you in arranging a personalized and meaningful funeral or cremation service to memorialize your loved one, or we can help you with your pre-arrangement plans. When you need a friend, We are here for you. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox, Virginia.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Raiders getting ready to kick off, leading Dan River 28-0 at this point.
Jaquan Durant, number 5, back deep for Dan River. We're getting ready to tee it up. Carter Jamison, who just added the extra point after the touchdown. And you're talking about a team touchdown. You had a tip by Graves, intercepted by Dews, a pass that time down to Perkins, and then, of course, they run into by Walker. So, I mean, that was a big thing that time, team play.
Yes, absolutely. Good kick by Jamison.
This is Durant, will settle under at about the 7-yard line. And he's going to be hit and stopped right around the 21, 22-yard line.
Doug, I tell you, the Raiders special teams all year long, they have come up with big play after big play.
Well, I noticed right there, the first one downfield that got an arm on Durant that time was number 5, the counterpart, Philip Fleshman. So 28-0, Appomattox on top. The Dan River will start at their own 21-yard line. The Raiders defense goes back to action. Durant looks out to the right side, pump fakes, he tries to throw it.
It's Reynolds, Doug. It's Reynolds.
Reynolds, excuse me. Yeah, Durant's over here on the right side, my fault.
He was trying to throw it to Durant.
He was trying to throw it to Durant, and he had somebody around his ankles. That's the reason he didn't get that pass out there. So Reynolds to Durant incomplete, so it's second down and 10. 2:17 to go, third period of play.
All right, Dan River again brings him up to the line. 2:17, as you said, Doug, left in our third period of play. 28-0 Raiders. Hunt up the middle, but he got hit quick.
Yeah, Raiders getting to him quick that time, and ball's going to be placed probably at about the 23, so to bring up second down, third down. Well, third down about 9.
Raider defense right there, Doug, and led that time by number 78, DeAndre Robinson, 375 pounds. Can that be right? Yes. He is a big guy.
To you, it's Mr. Robinson.
And no doubt about that. No, it's Mr. Truck is who it is.
So 3rd and 9, Dan River.
Reynolds wants to throw
Reynolds throws it out into flats.
And he dropped
it. It's going to be dropped. Durant went right through the breadbasket that time.
4th and 9, and really, Doug, Dan River only has one choice, and that's to punt the ball at this point.
Yeah, I don't think you want to give it to the Raiders right here. So we'll. The big thing is here is, will Matt Page come back into the game now? He's been up moving around on the sidelines, but I haven't seen anything about Devon Graves, number 14.
I was checking to see if I could see Graves out there. I see him working on, still working on Page on the sidelines, trying to get that cramp out.
And Graves, I see him up moving around.
Raiders almost got to it.
Yeah, number 30 getting the ball out of there, Andrew Lewis, and that ball took a nice Dan River bounce.
It sure did.
It rolled all the way down to the Appomattox Raider 34-yard line. I thought the Raiders almost blocked that thing. But with 1:24 to go, the Raiders will get to football when we return. It's the Raiders 28. It's the Wildcats nothing on your live TV game of the week right here on Shentel Cable.
You must see the fabulous selections from Penelope. Visit one of our locations today for yourself or for someone dear to you. Appomattox Glass and Storefront, located at 329 Harold Street in Appomattox, supports the Appomattox Raiders. Go Raiders! United Country Jim Nolan Real Estate for all your residential, commercial, historical, land, and estates. Spout Springs Ruatan Club is located on Route 460 in Spout Springs and is a proud sponsor of the Appomattox Raiders.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. And Doug, Devon Graves back in the lineup for the Raiders. So,
well, that's a good thing to see.
That is good, no doubt about it.
Ball's going to be handed off up the middle. I believe that was Page who might have kept that football. As I didn't see. No, I mean, number 6, I believe, at time Walker with the football.
Yeah, no, Scruggs is still in that quarterback. Page is not back in the game. He was walking around the sidelines with his helmet off. You know, being up 28-0, he may not come back into this game, Doug.
Ball handed up over the left
Fleshman
side.
slipped that time.
Yeah, he did. He got his wheels caught up in the mud, I believe, out there. We had a couple inches of rain here yesterday.
Well, the field's in pretty good shape, though.
It is pretty good shape. We walked on it early, but there's a few worn spots in the middle that if you hit it, you could probably slip a little bit. Third and about 3 yards to go. Ball spotted at the 41-yard line.
All right, here come the Raiders. Blitz coming for Dan River.
And that's
first down.
That's Trey Walker that time. Got the ball up over the right side of the line. Found some running room. Gets it up to the 49-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders.
The thing about the Raiders is they have multiple running backs that can do the job back there.
Yes, they do.
And as you said, it is so hard to contain those running backs because you don't know which one's going to get it.
You're exactly right. And that's going to be end of the third period of play. The Appomattox Raiders 28. The Dan River Wildcats nothing. We're going to come back with the fast and furious fourth quarter right after this on your live TV game of the week, playoff action style.
On Shentel Cable and only on Shentel Cable.
Cavalier Tours wants to remind you that Christmas is coming fast. We offer great gift certificates in any amount for travel. Please check out some of our group tours for 2016. Now give that perfect gift to the person that is so hard to shop for. Give the gift of a Cavalier Tour. Call Cavalier Tours today or check out our website at cavaliertours.com for updated listings, or you can stop by our office on Timberlake Road. Come see the world with us.
Everyone together for a while.
The clearest voice, the sharpest TV, and the fastest internet. From the one provider that calls this place home.
Welcome to RE/MAX Realty in Appomattox, Virginia. The time has never been better to purchase a home.
Good morning, RE/MAX Realty Connection. May I help you?
RE/MAX has a trained professional staff that can help you make your dream of owning a home come true. Look at this week's Home of the Week.
Hello everyone, Jimmy the Lakes to Lakes here. And are you tired of paying too much for a new vehicle? Well, if so, Cedarline Automotive in Appomattox is your next stop. Cedarline has a large selection of vehicles to choose from. Great, pre-owned, like new vehicles that can fit your budget. And it doesn't get any better than saving thousands of dollars on that vehicle rather than buying a brand new one. So stop by Cedarline Automotive to get the rural treatment. You will not be disappointed. And don't forget about Cedarline and the certified mechanics to make sure that your ride or your current ride is in tip-top shape. Cedarline Automotive on Highway 460 West, just 20 minutes from Lynchburg and 25 minutes from Farmville.
Visit us online.
Welcome back, everyone. The Raiders with a 1st and 10.
Ball handed off up the middle to your up running back, and that looked like number 21, I believe, for the Raiders. Deron Kelso, I think, on the handoff.
That's exactly who it was, Doug. You did a great job picking up the number that time.
They got, as you talked about, a bunch of running backs. They've now taken Fleshman out and Walker out, and they put the brothers in, Deron and Delonte Kelso.
And both of these guys can run the ball really good, too.
You don't want to get in front of them. This time,
Stokes with the pitch.
The pitch.
Oh, a face mask.
Got a face mask up high. Number 26 that time. Bird had his head taken off. Delonte Kelso.
And that's going to be a big one. That's going to be 15 yards, Doug.
Yeah, it's automatic. 15 yards, and it's going to get a first down to about the 35-yard line probably.
And that was so obvious that the official had trouble getting the flag out.
Yeah.
And it's a 15-yarder, and that will be a first down for the Raiders right at the 35-yard line of Dan River.
So first down and 10, Appomattox by virtue of the penalty. And so the Raiders continue to march on. Delonte will feel that around in the morning when that neck's a little stiff.
Well, that's why they do those neck exercises and stretches, Doug, before the game starts.
So first and 10. Ball handed off as Deron Kelso. Deron up over the left side. Will take it inside the 30-yard line to about the 27-yard line.
And Doug, Dan River, they are coming right up the middle with a blitz, 2 linebackers, and the Raider offensive line is doing a great job containing them.
They're trying to say, look, hey, we're going to take the run away from you. We want you to throw the football.
Yes.
And they're trying to say, well, look, we trust our defensive backs, but the Raiders are still finding gaps to run. And so give a lot of credit to that front line of the Appomattox Raiders tonight opening a hole.
Yeah, and you got to remember, you got your backup quarterback in the game in Scruggs. I think Page is okay on the sidelines. It's just, why put him back in when you're up by 4 scores?
Why take a chance? Pitch back to Delonte Kelso. Delonte's going to turn to the left side. He's going to get hit, knocked back, and then try to move forward again. So we'll see where the forward progress goes, because I thought he had initially had the first down, but when he retried to move forward again, he may have got pushed back and may not quite have it.
They did move it up a little bit, Doug, so it's going to be a little short of the first down, I think. I'll call it at 3rd and 1.
Yeah, that's about right. Ball spotted at about the 25-yard line. Under 10 minutes to go here in the ball game.
See what kind of play the Raiders pull out here.
They actually have given the Raiders a first down.
Well, Doug, I thought they had moved it up far enough to get there, but they never moved the down marker. So 1st and 10 for the Raiders.
The ball's going to be handed up over the right side. And this is ball's on the ground.
Fumble. I think Dan Rivers got it. We got a flag on the play. Late flag. Don't know who that's going to be called on.
I think the Raiders actually recovered the
I
fumble.
don't know how Dan River didn't get that ball. But this might be on the Raiders, Doug. Let's see. Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Raiders.
Against the Raiders.
It was one of the linemen on the outside over there. Late flag. So the Raiders lucky they didn't turn that ball over with the fumble, but that's going to negate all the yardage that they got.
So it's going to mark the football back on that first down play.
And Doug, was that after the play? And if it was,
well, no, he didn't raise his hand for dead ball. Yeah. They did raise it, so it's going to be second. So it should be second down. He did go dead ball.
Well, it's second down. Exactly right. It was after the play was over.
Second down and 16 to go. So it's a costly penalty. You got the penalty, you lost the yards. Ball handed off up the middle, and that's going to get some of the yardage back to the original line of scrimmage, so it'll bring up 3rd down, and we're looking at around 10 for a 1st down.
Yeah, and the thing is, this is running time off the clock right here. We're down to the 9-minute mark in our 4th period of play. Raiders up 28-0. Uh-oh, Doug. Concession stands selling pizza $1 a slice.
I'll see you later.
But pick me up a piece. Scruggs up the middle will not be enough for the 1st down, but the Raiders will probably go for it again.
Yeah, my guess is they probably will go for it.
Or will they give Jamison another chance? They will. Carter Jamison will come on the field, and this won't be quite as far. We've got an injured Dan River play on the field, so let's take a break, and we'll come back, folks, right after this Memorial Live TV Game of the Week on Shentel Cable.
A lot of rain can cause problems for your basement, but so can a lot of dry. The ground around your home expands and contracts as moisture changes, so flooded basements and shifting foundations are a year-round problem. Luckily, Evergreen Basement Systems not only fixes damp and flooded basements, but they fix foundations too. That means we can help protect your home's value no matter what the weather does. Call Evergreen Basement Systems today. You'll be glad you did, rain or shine.
Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting Incorporated is committed to providing you, our valued customer, with the quality you deserve at the most competitive price in the market today. We strive for excellence in all our projects, from the smallest menial task to the largest and most important task. Choose Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting for all your design and building construction needs today, and engage in a building experience that is more than just about the building, it's about the people. We desire to build relationships that last far beyond the building project, and we are confident that you will find everything you need and expect with our company. Call today, Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting. State Farm Insurance has been serving Appomattox and surrounding area for 42 years. Their expert service and advice is what their customers have come to depend upon. Located in the heart of Appomattox, owner Jim Ford knows that trust is something that doesn't come lightly. So for all of your home, auto, life insurance, and financial needs, see State Farm Insurance in Appomattox. Bring your current coverage and let State Farm see if they can beat your current rates. Call today. Dr. Paul Harvey is a distinguished dental care provider and has been setting the highest standards of excellence in dentistry for over 30 years. He and his highly qualified team of experienced professionals will work to create an individualized treatment plan specifically designed to address your unique needs with the latest dental techniques available. At Dr. Paul Harvey's office, we look forward to seeing you smile. We are conveniently located at 569A Court Street in beautiful Appomattox, Virginia. So call or stop by today.
Everyone.
And Austin Cosner for the Dan River Wildcats walked off the field under his own power.
That's good. We don't want anybody to get hurt.
Nobody get hurt. We'll have a good game. Nobody get hurt.
Carter Jamison, Doug, with a 36-yard field goal attempt.
That's right. You did good. He was a little shy on the last one, so we'll go see what he can do on this one.
Here we go. Snap, hold, kick. Oh, my.
No.
Dan River can return that.
And yes, they can.
And they've got a wide open field, Doug. But the Raiders with so much speed. Number 10 getting over there. Devin Dews. And the speed of the Raiders is just incredible.
That's about as bad a kick as I've seen Carter hit this year.
Sometimes, Doug, when you try to kick those things, especially after you missed one short, you try to swing the leg a little too hard.
Yeah, so 28-0. Dan River will have the football at their own 32-yard line, 31-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10 with 8 minutes and 6 seconds to go here in the ball game. Raiders up 28-0. Right now, it looks like the Raiders will move on to round 3, and once again, we talked about it earlier. That's kind of new territory for the Raiders.
Yeah.
High formation backfield for Dan River. Ball handed off up the middle.
Hunt, and Hunt got tripped up.
He got tripped up. If he don't get tripped up, he's got a lot of running room.
Exactly right. So right now, Doug, the Raiders are about 7 points under what they normally score, but they're only giving up. I think they're giving up less than 7 points a game.
So, well, let's put it like it is about even. It's about almost a walk. Dan Rivers got a gentleman once again on the field. So we'll take a quick timeout while they check out the injury. We'll come back.
Check out these important sponsors, Doug, making this possible.
Have you visited the 460 Flea Market in Appomattox, Virginia? If not, you owe it to yourself to make a visit now. 460 Flea Market is located on Police Tower Road and has a wonderful selection of items that are sure to make you smile. If you're interested in selling at 460 Flea Market, the price is great, just $15 a day for an outside spot and $20 a day for an inside spot. 460 Flea Market is open from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Friday through Sunday. Come experience 460 Flea Market. You'll love it.
As a local auto owners independent agency, we are dedicated to assisting you in your time of need. We live and work right in your community, and we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fortunately, emergencies don't happen every day, but when they do, we're here to personally see you through. For life, home, car, and business insurance, call us, your local independent auto owners agent today.
Webb's Tire Company proudly serves Appomattox, Madison Heights, Lynchburg, and the surrounding areas. Let us help you choose from our large selection of tires. We feature tires that fit your need and budget from top quality brands such as Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and more. We pride ourselves on being your #1 choice for any auto repair. Let us earn your business. If it's round, rubber, and rolls, Webb's has it. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox is a full-service, family-owned funeral home. We've been located in the Central Virginia area since 1947 to serve you. We stand ready to assist you in arranging a personalized and meaningful funeral or cremation service to memorialize your loved one, or we can help you with your pre-arrangement plans. When you need a friend, we are here for you. Robinson Funeral Home in Appomattox, Virginia.
Welcome back, everyone. And you know, Danny, we had some great sponsors that came in and took control, gave us the cash in order to do these games. And folks, if you're out there and you'd like to be a sponsor and sponsor the next game, the next playoff game that we'll be doing here at Appomattox, please give us a call. The number's going to pop up on the bottom of the screen, and the number is 434-845-8796, 434-845-8796. Give us a call. Be glad to have you sponsor. And you talk about dirt cheap, it is dirt cheap.
Second down and about 7 yards to go that time. The ball handed off to Durant up over the right side of the line. A pickup of a couple, and it'll bring up a third down and about 4 yards to go.
Be a Raider supporter.
Exactly.
You know, what people don't realize, Doug, is it's people all over the state of Virginia that are seeing these games. You know, Shentel cable is not just in the Appomattox area.
No, it goes out all over.
And you can check it out on YouTube, and I'll tell you about that after this play.
Third down.
And 4.
Pass out to the right side. It's Durant over on the right side. Breaks one tackle.
Good defense by the Raiders.
But he's not going to break a couple tackles. In fact, he's not going to gain any yardage. He might lose a half a yard.
Who was there with the first hit, Doug? Number 10, Devin Dews.
Devin Dews is kind of one of these unsung heroes.
Really is.
And he's all over the place. Covers a lot of ground, and when I tell you what, you don't want to get hit by him either because he'll lay the pound to you.
4th and 5, and Dan Rivers going for it. And Doug, you know, if you like to watch these games, you don't have Shentel cable, you can watch them on YouTube. It's IT in the ITGM. ITGM, is that right?
ITGM.org.
ITGM.org.
Reynolds dropping back. He's being pressured. He's going to get hit in the backfield.
A face mask, Doug.
We're going to get a face mask.
Yep, I believe it's going to be a face mask, and
so that may be enough to get him the first down.
Absolutely, it will. I think it will be enough to give him the first down.
So we'll see what his back.
But it's ITGM.org, Doug, and you can watch him anywhere in the world. You click on the blue banner under the television. Now the game's on YouTube. Will probably start on Tuesday or Wednesday night. You could go on YouTube and see these games. See it anywhere around the world, Doug. They may be watching us in Warsaw, Japan.
We're around.
People in the military can watch it.
We're around the world.
Hey, Sarge, can we watch a live TV game of the week? Why, sure you can, Private.
Reynolds dropping back, looking to throw the football, throws it out the flats. Number 4 catches it. Logan Harvey. Harvey's going to turn it upfield and get to just about a yard shy of the first down into Raider territory at about the 47-yard line. 5:52 to go. The Raiders on top, 28-0. But I'm sure Dan River would love to put 7 points on the board to knock that goose egg off.
And Doug, you could even watch it down under. Good day, mate. The live TV game of the week coming on with the legs on the Donda one.
Well, you know that we got a guy down in Florida who watches it.
Absolutely, watches all the games.
High snap, Reynolds comes up.
Oh, the blitz! Couldn't quite take him down, though.
Well, I think
Reynolds
doing a lot of dancing and going to be taken down back to their side of the 50 now, to the Dan River Wildcat side of the 50 at about the 40. But they're going to put him down at the 48, so it's 3rd and 7 now.
That was Deron Kelso, number 21 on the blitz, Doug. He had him dead to rights. But Reynolds very elusive to get away from him.
Reynolds does a lot of dancing.
3rd and 6 for the Wildcats. 5:16 and counting in the fourth quarter.
And the Wildcats like to be offsides.
And Hunt fell down. You can't get back up after you go down, so you lose yardage.
And
that's going to be about 4th and 8. And you're right, Doug. Number 9 did line up offsides, but the
official did not call it.
No, he did not.
Because he actually got up to almost the 50, then backed up, but he didn't back up enough. But the official did not throw the flag.
He was about a half a yard offsides.
Kind of surprising he didn't do that.
Well, the official put his hand out as if to say, yeah, you're okay.
High snap.
4th down. Reynolds is going to run it.
Reynolds runs it to the right side.
He's not going to make it, Doug.
Not going to make it. The Raiders will take over right around the 50-yard line. And an updated score is now Richland is taking the lead over Buckingham, 35-20.
Wow, in the fourth quarter. Well, you know, Richlands has, I don't know the kid's name, but they have a quarterback. They say he's a gunslinger. He can throw it.
So the Raiders will take over 1st and 10. Well, Richlands has a rich history of being in the state playoffs.
When it wasn't Richlands that beat Brookville back when Logan Thomas was playing?
I think you're exactly right, because they've reclassified several times
down
there.
Some students, you know.
Yeah. So it's 1st down and 10, and of course I believe they just held some of these. The Raiders held some of those guys out there because number 1 is still the quarterback.
That's Kelso.
Kelso with the football, breaking it upfield. He's going to be taken down as he gets inside the 20, about the 15. But that's a nice run that time by number 26, Delonte Kelso.
And see, Doug, these are not the normal running backs.
Excuse me, that's number 20. That's Deron Kelso, my fault.
These are not the running backs that are normally in there. Although these guys do run.
They run very well. That's what makes the Raiders so dangerous. This time, busting through number 33, Dylan Waller for Dan River. Smelled that one out before it even got started good. That time, Delonte Kelso got taken down, and I think Delonte Kelso was tired from the last run, so he didn't have much juice in him.
He probably was.
He asked kind of for a little help here, so coming back in is Trey Walker.
Yeah. Well, he did have a pretty good run before that. I'll be tired, too.
Loss of 2, 2nd down at about 12 for Appomattox.
3:34 and counting in our fourth quarter.
Ball handed off this time. It's to
Kelso again, number 21.
Number 20, that's Deron Kelso. And he may get it back to the original line of scrimmage.
And that will bring up 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 for the Raiders.
And this time Deron Kelso checks out and Philip Fleshman checks back in. But Scruggs has been the quarterback since Matt Page went out with a leg cramp. And, of course, the Raiders at that time went on to put up a score of make it 28-0. So I reckon they figure they're going to keep Page out and make sure everything's okay.
Probably smart move, Doug. Kelso with it again. He'll keep it.
No, that's Scruggs that time will keep the ball.
I mean Scruggs.
And he'll take it to the right side, put it in the center of the goalpost, and we're going to send Carter Jamison back out to attempt another field goal.
Well, you got to give a kid, you got to give him a chance.
Carter is 0 for 2. Well, you never know. Field goal may be the difference in one of these games down the road.
Absolutely.
So you got to put a field goal, got to get him right.
Yeah, this is probably just a little more than an extra point, Doug.
This is spotted at about the 19, so it'll be a 29-yard field goal. Once again, several things have to be right: the snap, the place, and the kick. Snap is good, place is good, and the ball is blocked. And going down, that time the Raiders offensive line that time allowed the Dan River Wildcats through, so Jamison really never had a chance to get that one up. So Dan River will take over 1st and 10.
With 2 minutes left in the game, and we'll come back to finish it off on your live TV game of the week on Shentel Cable right after this.
You must see the fabulous selections from Penelope. Visit one of our locations today for yourself or for someone dear to you. Appomattox Glass and Storefront, located at 329 Harold Street in Appomattox, supports the Appomattox Raiders. Go Raiders! United Country Jim Nolan Real Estate for all your residential, commercial, historical, land, and estates. Spout Springs Ruatan Club is located on Route 460 in Spout Springs and is a proud sponsor of the Appomattox Raiders.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. Dan River bringing it up, Doug, what could be their last drive of the year because, after this game, if you don't win, it's over.
It's over with. Win and move on, or lose and go home.
Reynolds throws it out, and incomplete. Through the hands that time.
Number 8, Devin Stone over on the far side. And almost into the hands of number 3 for the Raiders, Deshaun Thomas.
And, folks, don't forget, we will be here next week as the Raiders take on either the Buckingham Knights or Richland. I'm not sure what Richland's mascot is.
I'm not sure either. We're going to find a lot out about them this week, I expect.
I know they have a really good football team, no question about that.
Yeah, when you start getting into round 3 and round 4, things get a little bit tougher. Teams get a little bit tighter.
Absolutely, no question about
it. So the Raiders, 156 away from wrapping this one up, but 2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats. The handoff up the middle, that is Hunt once again. Hunt this time is taken down. He'll pick up about 3 or 4 yards.
Clock continues to run. I don't think Dan River will take a timeout.
And I'm not looking for the Raiders to really do a lot of stopping either. Pick up a 4 that time, so it'll be 3rd down. We're looking at about 7 for a 1st down.
Well, Doug, it's been a lot of fun here tonight during the game.
The
Raiders will continue on.
It's a great atmosphere here at Bragg Stadium anyway, but when it's playoff time and you're winning, it's a great atmosphere.
Absolutely, no question about it. They'll throw it out in the flat.
And Durant, look like Durant
nice play.
Gets away and
can Scruggs catch him, Doug? He will. They take him down.
Got him down on the far sideline. They were trying to knock your ball out. But that's one of Dan River's better plays tonight. But that was Was that Stone or Durant that caught that football?
It was Durant, and then only the speed of Scruggs is the reason that they would stop him scoring that touchdown. So 1:04 left, and Dan River, trying to get in the end zone and just show everybody that, hey,
well, first
we
of all,
can score.
First of all, they're showing that we're not quitting. We're not going to roll over and just give this game away. Under a minute now, Dan River with the football. Once again, 4 wide receivers. So the Raiders are trying to pitch a shutout, and Dan River would like to hit a home run here. Reynolds throws it over the middle.
Throws it over.
And that's a little over the head of the intended receiver. I believe that's Durant down there trying to catch that
one. It was. 37.4 seconds left.
2nd down and 10 for Dan River.
And, of course, the Raiders they don't want to let Dan River score. They want to pitch the shutout.
That's right. Dan River trying to knock a home run, so,
Well, you've got to remember that the only touchdowns that have been scored on the Raiders in the last 2 or 3 games was when the 2nd and 3rd teams were in there.
Well, I'm not sure that you got a 2nd and 3rd string there, but you got some cleaner numbers in there, but I'm not sure.
You got some starters in there, too.
You still got some starters in there. Reynolds dropping back, looks across the middle.
Oh, he almost had it.
In and out the hand. That was a right good throw that time. Number 4 couldn't quite come up with it, Logan Harvey.
And let's see, was that Devin Dews again that
Yeah, it looks like Dews that time.
Number 10?
Devin Dews kind of got his hand in there and knocked it away. But that was wide open. And where was it wide open at?
Across the middle.
Across the middle.
So 32.2 seconds.
3rd and 10.
28-0. Raiders over Dan River. Reynolds again.
Driving back Reynolds. And now
run it this time.
Puts it under his arm and takes off and runs it. And he's going to be taken out of bounds around the 10 and 11 yard line.
And he'll pick up the first down with 24.6 seconds left on the clock. That will stop the clock.
So Dan River with a few more pops in the end zone here, maybe.
And that's going to be 1st and goal. So they're inside the 10-yard line. Raiders not getting a lot of pressure on Reynolds right now, Doug.
No, they didn't. Everybody's concerned about everybody else, and that's where they've been so good tonight. The line has put a lot of pressure on Reynolds. Reynolds dropping back, looking to throw the football over the middle.
And touchdown, Dan River.
Touchdown, Dan River, with 19.8 seconds to go.
I believe it was Stone, number 8, Devin Stone.
I'll have to look at the number. I can't really tell.
Yeah, I believe it was number 8, Devin Stone, that got the touchdown pass. So Dan River will not be shut out.
No.
And it will be, they'll go for 1 here, and that will keep the Raiders at about their average, giving up about 7 points a game.
So the extra point attempt coming out, number 30. Andrew Lewis will do the kicking. And, fortunately for the Raiders, they've had some blowouts. They've been able to get some of the younger players in. This will bode well next year when they get into these same situations.
Yep, high snap, how he got that kickoff, I'll never know. We're going to have a flag, I think, on the Raiders for running into the kicker. The extra point is good. And we got running into the kicker on the Raiders.
So the thing will be assessed. The penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. Yeah. 19.8 seconds to go. The Raiders will most likely get the football, but I look for Dan River doing an onside kick now with the penalty.
I think they will too.
So we'll come right back and we'll try to wrap this thing up. 19.8, it's the Raiders 28, and Dan River now on the board with 7. We're coming right back after this on the AliveTV Game of the Week right here on Shentel Cable.
If you've had water in your basement, don't depend on Band-Aid fixes.
Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting Incorporated is committed to providing you, our valued customer, with the quality you deserve at the most competitive price in the market today.
Caulking cracks, moving gutters, changing landscaping. These might hide the problem temporarily. Even a short dry spell might make you think everything is back to normal. But with every rainstorm, you'll dread walking downstairs wondering what you'll find. Invest in a permanent repair that protects the value of your home and rest easier the next time it rains. Contact Evergreen Basement Systems today for a free inspection and estimate.
We strive for excellence in all our projects, from the smallest menial task to the largest and most important task. Choose Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting for all your design and building construction needs today, and engage in a building experience that is more than just about the building, it's about the people. We desire to build relationships that last far beyond the building project, and we are confident that you will find everything you need and expect with our company. Call today. Piney Ridge Contracting and Consulting. State Farm Insurance has been serving Appomattox and surrounding area for 42 years. Their expert service and advice is what their customers have come to depend upon. Located in the heart of Appomattox, owner Jim Ford knows that trust is something that doesn't come lightly. So for all of your home, auto, life insurance, and financial needs, see State Farm Insurance in Appomattox. Bring your current coverage and let State Farm see if they can beat your current rates. Call today. Dr. Paul Harvey is a distinguished dental care provider and has been setting the highest standards of excellence in dentistry for over 30 years. He and his highly qualified team of experienced professionals will work to create an individualized treatment plan specifically designed to address your unique needs with the latest dental techniques available. At Dr. Paul Harvey's office, we look forward to seeing you smile. We are conveniently located at 569A Court Street in beautiful Appomattox, Virginia. So call or stop by today.
Welcome back to Appomattox, everyone. The Denver Wildcats will kick off on the old 45-yard line, Doug, running into the kicker on the Raiders on that extra point. And I'm looking for an onside kick here.
Yeah, I am too. I'm kind of looking because, it's got to go 10 yards, so the ball's going to be at least in Raider territory. And, with 19.8 seconds, the Raiders are not probably going to run a whole lot of they're not going to run any big offensive plays, so Dan River will take a chance. If they get the football back, might take another couple shots downfield.
Exactly right. And trying to perform this onside kick is going to be number 30, Andrew Lewis.
Yeah, he's been the place kicker tonight and the punter. The Raiders got 4 guys, and they got their normal really kickoff return group in. And he's actually going to kick it low and hard. And the Raiders going to bring it upfield and going to get tackled down at about the 28-yard line. I didn't see the number to pick the football up. Number 82, I believe, for the Raiders. And I don't have an 82, so that is our mystery man for the night.
Well, I don't have 82 either, Doug.
That is our mystery man for the night.
That goes to show you that Coach Doug Smith does have there's a lot of JV players that have moved up to the varsity team. So 13.7 seconds, I think. If they take a knee, Doug, that's going to be it.
Yeah, Moo Slaughter's in the ball game, number 17.
When Moo comes in, what you going to do? Milk the clock. Milk the clock when Moo comes in.
You're going to get a lot of fun out of him in the next 2-3 years, aren't you? But I look for him to just take the knee. And that's,
they hand it off.
They hand the ball off up the sidelines, but it's going to be the last play of the game.
Yep, the Raiders will not take a timeout. They will line up, and the Raiders will win their second consecutive playoff game. And Doug, I cannot remember the last time that happened, if it's ever happened.
I can't remember it ever happening either, because when the Raiders teams were really good years ago, there was no playoff format.
That's right.
And you just won the conference, you won the district, and that was all she wrote.
Yeah, exactly.
And now you got the VHSL playoff system. So the Raiders in the tournament, Dan River has been eliminated. The Raiders move on, and they will either face Richlands or Buckingham.
Final score tonight.
But that game will be on Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock.
Final score tonight, the Appomattox Raiders 28, the Dan River Wildcats 7. And Doug, the Raiders look really good, but they're going to run into a really good team next week, either Richlands or Buckingham. Both of them are going to really bring it.
Either one's going to have good defense, and they're going to have a real good offense. You talk about, Richlands got 35 points on Buckingham tonight. Buckingham has a pretty stout defense down there. He's given up very little points this year. So the Raiders, it could be an offensive explosion here next week.
Well, it very well could be. All right, folks, that's going to do it for our live TV game of the week on Shentel Cable. Again, the final score tonight, the Appomattox Raiders 28 and the Danny River Wildcats 7. We'll see you next week right here at Bragg Stadium. The sponsors are there, but if you'd like to help us out, surely you can. The number's going to show at the bottom of the screen before the telecast is over. Just give us a call, and folks, you would not believe how you can get your advertisements on here. And it's little or nothing, Doug, for advertising, no question about it.
You're exactly right.
All right, for Jimmy the Lakes,
Doug the Dandy One Marshall.
We'll see you next week right here in Appomattox. It'll be the Raiders against either Richland or Buckingham. Good night, everybody.
Good night. We'll see you next time.